Hello, Echoes. This is Evie, the Disaster GM, Director of Altered Echo Archives, and we are very excited to be here today. As a warning, this is a pre-recorded stream as we do not stream during the strike for Gaza. But now that we are here, let's go ahead and do our introductions. I'm Evie, pronouns are she, they, or any, and we will jump over to the rest of this group with Alina.
Hey everybody, I am Alina. I am playing Kale, and we are both they, them. And Kale is a empathic explorer who helps their friends and has the soul of a dragon. Can't believe I forgot the first one. It's good. Good.
Beautiful. Great job, great job. Alina is also our character artist, so as you see the character art kind of flicker across the screen, that would be the work of our wonderful friend here. Next, let's jump over to Extel.
Hello, that's me, right? I'm Extel. And my pronouns are he, him. Those are my characters, who's Jax, a chaotic warrior who needs no weapon and also rides the lightning. Yeah, you like that little, yeah. It's a great time. I'm excited.
Beautiful.
I'm excited for today.
Oh, yeah. Next would, of course, be our beautiful guest, Foos. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm Foos or Foozca. I'm playing Kiama, and we are both she, her, and she is a clever adept who commands gravity and is just kind of running around with this group and barely knows what's happening, but is happy to be here.
I have a feeling that Kiama kind of barely knows what's happening most days.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you fit
Me
right
too.
in with the
It's okay.
chaos. You
We don't know
definitely
what's
fit
happening
right in with
either.
the chaos.
No.
And
problem.
then, of course, last but not least, Joel.
Hello. I am the person currently obsessed with Power Worlds, Joel, and I'll be playing Balder Mistforge, who is an appealing speaker who moves like a cat and rises from the depths. That first one is inaccurate now, because I move like a crab now more than a cat.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Good.
Yes, hashtag not sponsored. We are currently missing Maggie today, whose pronouns are they, she, and plays Sibell, pronouns she, her, who is an overeager adept who would rather be reading and is a walking dream. He will be rejoining us next time. But let's jump a little bit into our announcements. As our primary announcement, you will see in the corner of the screen that much like we are not streaming during the strike for Gaza, we do still have our QR code active for MAP, the Medical Aid for Palestinians fundraising campaign. MAP is an organization that works for the health and dignity of Palestinians living under occupation as refugees. It provides immediate medical aid to those in great need when they are able to get through, while also working toward the development of the Palestinian healthcare system. All of our Tiltify campaign QR codes are left as active. So if you are watching this at a later date on, say, YouTube, we will still have that active. You are still able to donate if you feel the need and motivation to do so. If you are watching it on Twitch, you can also donate through the button that would normally be our subscribe button. It is a slightly separate campaign, so they will show different amounts. And definitely check it out if you happen to be curious. Next up, as you may have also seen, I do occasionally guest over on Foozca's channel. I am currently in their short campaign, their little mini campaign called Awakenings, and it is very fun. Foos is a wonderful DM, and you should totally check out their channel and the various games that they have happening over there whenever you can. Follow if you can, because they've got a bunch of stuff. Great diversity, great tables, great stories. And with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and roll into focusing on today's session. As a content warning, we at the Archives would like to remind the audience this is an adult content rated game with adult language, depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those listening and watching, you have been warned. Last session, after dealing with their erstwhile tale, Balder learned that this individual had been hired by Sibel's parents to try and track them down to rescue their daughter. He made the very believed claim that he was working with either the guards or in some other fashion undercover among the group, since he is the only one that had not actually been tagged as like working with the enemy, quote unquote, and was able to retrieve a letter to Sibel from her brother. This is a callback to a very previous episode in which Hale got some of their mole contacts to bring a letter from Sibel to her family to say, hey, I haven't been kidnapped, things are okay, call it off, which apparently did not work, and we do not know what that letter said because Sybil did not read it out loud when she got it later on. They did manage to get Balder seen to by the medic that Kiama had befriended and was taking them toward. There was the removal of at least one of the crystal shard shrapnel pieces that were in Balder's body, close to his neck where it was dangerous and close to the carotid artery due to some unfortunate rolls in the period where we were determining what they were doing and how. Um, but with some interesting interactions between Kiama and Kale, and the punching of a crystal shard further into Kale's hip, they determined that these unusual items might either exacerbate or further progress magical changes happening to the body. So they decided to push the one in Balder's leg further in, which resulted in it promptly growing at least another foot longer and finishing its transformation into a crab leg. It was very painful. He was not particularly happy with that pain. Um, took a moment to separate himself from the group to either search out painkillers or just kind of meditate and try and like relax it out. And during that meditation, they had a little bit of discussion going on, and Sybil revealed that she needed to kind of take a break for a couple of minutes, separate from the group, go check on her family. She is concerned about her siblings. Um, Somehow she convinced the group, at least without Balder, that it was a good idea. And if you guys don't see her for a couple of days, maybe come find her because at worst her parents might have her trapped in a basement. But nevertheless, she did separate after a touching moment between her and Jax that resulted in Jack's awkwardness and discomfort with that awkwardness. And Balder only happened to see her as she was running out, and we are in the middle of a discussion of Balder going, what the fuck? Why did you let her leave? And
Let's pick it up.
What the fuck? Why did you let her leave? What the hell is wrong with you? Just
She wants to go see her family.
the bad people that we are aware are not good people. That family.
I'm unclear how involved they are in all of this that's happening.
They are hunting us down. Well, you do, not me. I'm fine.
I mean, in the end, isn't it her choice?
One.
Well, it's not the problem. It's not just letting her leave. Of course, she can choose, but also, it's the fact that I wasn't allowed to leave alone.
It was different.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
110.
Listen, she is going to an area of the city that is the most dangerous for Jackson myself. It's the area where they're going to have the most guards and that they're going to be looking for us specifically.
And her.
And her.
Her to return her to the place where she's going anyway. So,
Likely they will not throw her in jail, but she has left us places that they might restrain her if they don't want her sneaking out again. I'm not quite clear on what her relationship is with her parents.
That was
Other
not
than it's
300.
not good.
Okay, but
you know how fast I do these?
I'm literally looking at you.
I do them pretty fast.
I can tell, yes, but that's not. Why are you? You should be on my side. Why are you okay with Sibell being in potential danger?
He's like upside down. And he's well. Look, I didn't want her to go either, but she was going, and then oh no, it's coming back. It's gonna start pumping him out faster. Yeah.
Do you want to follow her? It would be likely safer for you to do it than for us to go, but that would mean splitting up because I don't know that we are going to be able to be particularly inconspicuous on the streets. And
I don't know. I just figured it was everybody together sort of thing because we know of the dangers that we all face in the city. That's all. It's just strange that we're not with her.
Look, at the end of the day, it's her family. I don't think they're gonna do anything to harm her.
Bro, your family beat you up.
Again,
No,
first
it's
time you're
not true.
hearing most of this, Kiama.
he does have a point.
Yeah, she's just.
No, that's not. No.
sport.
My aunt never beat me up. We just
Right.
trained.
She just trained you with
Actually,
love
the
and
only
kisses.
the only time we actually sparred, because we never did. It was always just her training me. The only time we actually sparred was when I was like, I got cocky. I thought I was cool. I was like 16 or something. I forget. But then, and I was like, fight me for real. And she was like, you don't want me to do that. And then I was like, I kind of like goaded her into it. And she didn't even fight me. She just looked at me, and I, first time in my life, I felt fear, which is why I don't get scared of anything, because there's nothing scarier than Tatamva. Trust me. And I've looked bears in the face and wrestled them.
Since you were a very small child, I should point out.
I was 16. I wasn't that small. I was like 2 inches shorter than I am now.
So a toddler. Anyway, right.
I'm taller than you.
But fine. So what did she say? Why is she going? Just because of her family? Just in general?
She has a very strained relationship with her mother's, but I know that she has a brother, and she's very concerned about him, and that's all I know. I don't know what was in that letter that she received.
I mean, I can understand that. Doesn't mean I like
We
it.
were talking about some of the changes that have happened to us. Look pointedly at Balder.
Right, subtle, yeah.
Maybe she was concerned that something similar was happening with her brother.
It's likely, yeah.
Fair enough. It's so. What are we going to do? What's?
Gil said something about taking back the tea shop, which I need to work off some of this extra energy that I got
Eventually. We do need to print those flyers that will explain. Yes.
Right.
Here's the plan. Here's what I was thinking.
It's a nice one.
It's also an easy gathering place where people know to find us. And If we simply produce flyers that have information about what's going on, without some of the proof involved that the council is corrupt, that may not be all the answers that people need. Certainly, a lot of them aren't going to look it up, even if they care. They're more concerned about the changes that are happening with them personally. But if we have the flyer sort of describing what's happening with magic, don't worry about the changes, but if you want to know more, come to the Copper Kettle Tea House.
There's like three things really though that I want to point out about this.
I'll let Mr. Musselman say it first, just to be
I want-
so thinking the same thing.
I want you to understand that I'm all for it because I love it, right? I want to fight those guys, those
Not what I was
soldiers from
going
that
to
other
say.
place. No. I got something else, but I just want to preface it with this. I'm
Yeah.
here for it because I want to fight those soldiers from that one place because they look tough as fuck, and I want to try that. But there's three things. The first thing is that
That's the second.
we
thing.
are wanted, right? So like
I want that. Yeah, that's true.
so like we gotta go there. Fine. And second thing is that if we go and take the tea shop, which is on the surface, right?
Tea shop, if you remember, is going to be at the Greenbelt. So that's at like the foot of the cliffs, not at the top of the cliffs.
Yeah, but it's on the like surface.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's not on the
referring to.
ground.
He's
Yeah.
not. He's saying like outside
Yeah.
of deep view.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
He's
We
like,
speak Jax. You understand?
he's like, no, yeah, it's on the surface. So essentially, we'd be like, because we're wanted criminals, if we go there and violently take over a place that they're probably monitoring, which I know is rightfully yours because you own it, but still, though, we'd be like, we'd be like an occupying force if we go there and take it, which might
that's-
indeed bring down the entire wrath of Sabar and
It
everyone on us.
will likely draw out Sabar, yes, but it's also to make
there's
the
one more.
people of this city. Oh, all right.
This is
If
number
we
4.
This is saying if we take it, which we will because I'm here. If we take it, we succeed in taking it, and if we use it as a sort of headquarters, as you're suggesting, we have to hold it too.
That's true, and don't think I haven't considered that, and that it does not scare the life out of me.
Which
However,
I'm just saying,
one of the
I'm
points
here.
that we are
It's
making
fine,
here to the
but
people of
still.
the city is that if you are too magically changed, the council will seize your property and throw you in jail. And what better way to demonstrate that?
All right, I'm in. Who do I punch? Point me to him.
Hang on. So okay, just for me to understand, the plan is to severely weaken our group's force by 1/5 by allowing Sibell to go off and do whatever Sibell is doing. We're going to announce to the entire city where you two, the most wanted people in the city right now, both above and underground, are going to be for a prolonged period of time. And then without any additional defenses or protection, we're going to go to said place, take it back by force, and then stay there for a prolonged period of time.
To be fair, I had worked up this plan on the assumption that we would have Sibell with us to preach to everyone that she has not been kidnapped and in fact can
Right.
back us up on a lot of the findings that we had from the Archmage's Tower. We don't have Sibell right now, but also we still have to print some flyers to provide information to the people of this city before we go and retake the tea house. So I'm not talking about let's go march there right now. There's some preparation that needs to be done first.
See, this is
I think also,
that makes more
putting the
sense.
location to it is what I'm most concerned about. Because again, it puts your names to it and such. Maybe find a more anonymous place where they can meet. You, if possible, you can take the tea house back, and that's good. You can have that maybe for something else. But if they already have a name attached to it, and if someone's on their way, couldn't they get in trouble too? Because I'm sure, guards and stuff have eyes, and they can read that too, and just be like, "We'll just hang out and see who's walking over there with
Possibly,
a weird foot
but
or something."
You see,
That's the only location I have access to. I
I'll-
don't want to bring more trouble to Deepview.
Hang on,
And
everybody. I hear a
Yeah.
voice from the heavens.
Yeah. Kiama, can I get an intellect roll from
Ooh.
you?
Sure.
Difficulty of
Please
3,
bring
so
some
9 or better.
smartness to this
Okay.
dumbassery.
We're
believe in
going.
you.
We're going. That's a 10. Oh, it's difficulty
That's
3. You said
that's
right?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
difficulty
9 or
3, so
better.
9 or
That'll do
better.
it.
You're
Let's
good.
go.
Yeah,
That'll do
that's a
it.
I was
success.
like, oh no.
They're not the most wanted criminals in Deepview or in Isenbridge right now.
Okay.
The most wanted criminals are whoever is responsible for the attempted destruction of the academy. They do
Mhm.
not know who set the bomb, which the
Someone
group
set us up the
no,
bomb.
yeah,
Sorry.
the group for the group for the most part is fully aware that it was probably the explosion of a damaged ancient artifact that was being held there,
Yeah.
possibly multiples. Um,
But like, if they can pin
you
it on us, they might.
you
And
Kiama
also,
know
I
that
meant the
it's
city.
probably not an actual bomb. You
Mhm.
sneak around enough and have
Students?
enough friends that like go in and out of the academy to know that getting someone from Deepview into the academy that is not a student, especially at that like higher level on Cliffside, very, very difficult. Whoever is responsible for that is the most wanted, which is why they started the trying to
Inquisition.
quarantine Deepview to find the responsible party. So while
Mhm.
there is a search, quote unquote, on for them, which is why you recognized it, you recognized them from the flyers, um, they are not priority number one.
Yeah.
Um,
I
Yeah.
like from my like meta perspective as well. The tea house is known to be like publicly owned by these wanted
Chaos.
people though,
Well,
right?
Well,
I mean,
Okay, that was
specifically.
her.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
more where
yeah.
she was going. It was just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
if
they
this is
did
an
not
owned place by
hide who they
wanted
were
people,
whatsoever
right? There
when
you
they
go.
were
Okay.
encountering the
didn't know
person
we
that
were
put out the
doing
wanted
crimes.
posters.
They
Yeah.
also talked to the person in charge of the guard, basically,
Uh-huh.
with the real names and the real faces.
Oh my
They made a
And
deal with
stole
her
shit from
and then
her.
stole from her
We
and
didn't.
then
We didn't
went and
intend
freed
to.
someone from prison with her
Mhm.
know-how.
Amazing.
It's
We
Right.
brilliant.
didn't
So yeah,
intend
that's
to.
more Kiama's.
She was in
concern
on
is
that
to,
part.
like,
She was in on the prison part.
Yes, but
Yeah.
then you
Clear.
stole from her.
She's only
I-
pissed off about the stealing from her, okay? But either way,
everything else. Is fine.
Also,
Kiama, you know
we're
that they are
very good
not
at this.
wanted
guys.
number one.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
that they are
yeah.
not wanted
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one. So that
To
is
be fair,
create
what Balder meant was that
opportunities.
we're wanted by people both above and underground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
kind of
Because we are
yeah,
also wanted
you've got a
by
price on your
Gems
head.
people
Yeah,
in
Gems
Yeah,
people
Gem's
will
got a
hook
price
us
on
up.
your head.
Um,
Gem's got a
Like,
price on your head.
from Kiama's perspective, because she's more like half of the reason she kind of gets around and does what she can do or like learns what she can learn is that she's very like she's relatively subversive about a decent amount of it. So the idea that it's just like the criminals have taken back their criminal tea shop and they're asking other criminals to come meet them at the criminal tea shop. I just put that like all over the town. That's
Yeah.
what she's more concerned about. So
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
trying to go for more anonymous something where it's
good.
like, if
Yeah.
you have questions, come to the park and we'll talk or something.
Yeah.
Not like
Mhm.
criminal tea house kind of thing. So that
well,
was
see, here's I'm speaking as Jax here.
Mhm.
Here's my thing, right? Are you ready?
You want to
Ready?
punch someone?
Yeah, always. But that's beside the point. I could punch somebody right now if there was someone to punch. But like, no, see, here's the thing, right? Is that we would be essentially an occupying force here if we do that. You know what I mean? Like an invading force. So if we were to have people come to the tea shop, we would essentially have to take control over part of the town in that area. It's so that we could move well how we want to without threat of being attacked every 5 seconds.
Question. Hale, how expensive is your tea shop?
It's not expensive. It was certainly the biggest purchase of my life and something that someone from Deepview would not have been able to afford in several lifetimes if it weren't for some windfalls from my trips into the tunnels.
So what if someone who isn't you were to buy it?
Are you speaking of yourself? Because I don't think you have quite so many clips.
Not necessarily. But you're the owner. You said the price.
Kiama, you don't necessarily know the intricate details of transferring property, but you do know that for it to be registered, that is the type of thing that would go through your parents, and that typically the owner or a representative of the owner that has been predetermined has to go to register that transfer of ownership with someone in charge. So basically, Hale would have to show up in front of people of authority.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Kale has
great.
to go to the cops and be like, by the way, I'm gonna sell my business. You don't mind, all right?
Also, I
Yeah.
would assume that if it's like, listen, we're looking for this person, their property is maybe not entirely theirs right now.
I think Kiama's gonna pipe up again and be like,
Yeah,
I-
I'll be like,
part of
"No."
the reason I mentioned before is that I think we want to try and stay as anonymous as possible at the moment. And also, it sounds like mobile, right? Because if Sibell needs help in 2 days and you guys are locked down trying to hold down the tea shop, if you leave, you're gonna lose it again, right? I mean, I would just wait till you guys left and take it back. So
Right.
I don't, not want you to have your tea shop back. That sounds like you deserve it.
Right.
Well, that
My
depends on how
idea-
much of an army you can build in that time.
How many friends do you have?
Not
right
a
now,
lot.
you're looking at all of them except for Sibel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem then,
And
right?
Sibel's
I
still
think-
debatable, really.
Oh my god.
My point wasn't to actually purchase the place, but rather to have somebody that wasn't wanted by the governments of two different pseudo cities being
The wanted person still has
present.
to go through the government to get it to whoever they want anyway.
Right, yeah, but the
That's
people
true.
are being sent there by someone that isn't the two of
Right.
them.
Well, perhaps
Then it's less
getting
suspicious.
what is mine back is somewhat irrational at the moment, but we still need to inform the people of the city about the magic that is happening, that the government is denying, and that requires
I-
making flyers.
I suggest we do that first, and then from there see where we stand.
If
The
you're
other thing,
concerned about Sybil, though,
Oh,
maybe one of us should follow her
also, I kind of,
to provide backup if required.
also I might need to stop by a shop, like a smithy or a woodworker or something. Preferably sooner rather than later.
And that's a you thing. I feel like we can't go to like a place of business.
Right. I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I can.
I'm so used to you
Fine.
dragging me around everywhere that I forget that
Kiama
that's not a
can.
mutual thing. Do you know of a blacksmith or a woodworker I could commission for like a walking cane? Well, I said,
like a
as opposed to a running cane.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, might. Yeah,
I mean-
I'm feeling wobbly on my.
yeah, it's
feeling
probably
wobbly.
good that speaking of
Yeah.
mobile, that you can, do so and not
Right. Yeah.
limping. Okay, we can do that maybe. On the way over to a place to get these printed. In thinking about friends and such too, if we kind of come up with anonymous places where you can meet, I'm pretty sure I have some friends who can sort of like scout out spots and like tag them so that they can be places where you can meet people and not have your name associated with them, and also not be in the middle of town.
Right. I have some allies I can contact to see if they can help us distribute these flyers around once they're printed as well. But it'll
So
maybe
do
take some
I.
time to organize them. So we should go somewhere anonymous and
also help with
quiet to figure out what we want to say in these flyers and then get them printed.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we probably shouldn't bother Kuzan too much longer, huh? Do you guys have a location, or should I?
And Kuzan's still
Okay.
just kind of like holding up the crutch that he had previously offered to Boulder.
Oh yeah, I never took it. That's right.
Yeah, you were just like, I don't want that. So yeah, he's like, when you mention going to get
He's like-
something to help you walk, he just kind of goes,
Thank you. I appreciate it, but also, I'd rather something that doesn't get in the way of the crab leg. I'm sure you understand. It's if I'm going to have to like swing it out to be able to get it on the other side of a crab leg, then it's not. Yeah. Thank you. It's wonderful device.
I think that kind of no matter what, you're gonna end up drawing attention
Right,
to
yeah, because of the
yourself.
crab leg. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So however you
It's a
feel
nice
is gonna
crab leg.
be the easiest way to move around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Walking with your friends that are on wanted posters, though, might result in attention to them.
What?
We should go separately.
Oh, which by the way, right?
You
And
guys
then
want some like scarves or something to cover your faces with?
why would I cover my face?
Oh, I've got my cloak, and I'll put it up, and it'll get hung up on my horns and like
I've
not cover
tried.
my face at all.
Yeah.
Like, I've
I've
got a cloak.
got. Okay.
Do you have something that would cover that? What, I mean,
We got some invisibility juice.
yeah,
No,
it's not looking
I
great.
don't.
That's unfortunate.
I don't have invisibility. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Figured you know,
Very
medical
much
man,
could be these days.
That's a good point.
Oh,
medical person.
we should tell you about the healing potion that we came up with.
What?
Give me just a moment, and I will.
No, it
like,
works wonders.
Scrabble around for
had
some
like
paper and pen and
I will not
drink
start
that.
writing down the
Dying.
recipe for it.
Yeah. Do you
died.
have the notes for that, or does Sibel have the notes for
Well,
that?
I think
By the
Sibel probably
way,
has the note for
I
that.
don't like notes for that.
But I'm going to try to jot down what I remember of it, but it's
Wow.
not going to be very accurate.
yeah. There's a lot of question marks on this piece of paper.
We'll try to get you the rest of the recipe when we can, but it does actually work. Jax was just about dead at one point. Well, he was dead, but that was another time.
He
Anyway,
did die.
it
Yeah,
healed him very well.
Yeah, I came back to life recently. It was a good time.
it's true.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Afterlife
not a
is-
good
It's
time. It was true
absolutely
that he
When I
died.
tell you, the afterlife is a wild time. It's just like a dark landscape with.
This is
like,
not
pretty
what
much
this.
nothing there.
That is not the. That you were just dead. That's not.
No, that was the afterlife. I talked to somebody and everything. Someone was there.
Yeah, so did I.
What?
I don't think I
It was
actually
kinder.
died, though.
Yeah.
Wait. What the fuck are you guys talking to people in your death state?
Yeah, when in the afterlife, someone was like, "Yo, it was
Right.
kinder, but it wasn't kinder."
Who's
And then they're
kinda?
like, "Yo, what's
Oh,
good?"
your
Our
friend.
friend. Yeah.
If I've
Yeah.
learned
And
one
then-
thing, it's that the more I hang out with these people, the stranger things happen.
These people.
I
You're just
include
as weird as
myself
the
in
rest
that.
of us.
I am a people. It's cool.
Oh no, it's the implication that Kill isn't
Maybe
as
I'm
weird
not
as the rest of
anymore.
us.
Is
He
it?
turned into a
do
bloody
people?
dragon.
Increasingly, I am not a person,
people-
so
Do people
I include
turn? Do
myself in
people
that
come back
statement.
to life? Is
Oh,
that
no,
normal?
no.
Is that normal
No.
for people to come back to life?
no.
No.
I don't think
No.
that was even normal back in the times of magic.
You can ask the glowing ball of warmth that is sassy downstairs.
We found an ancient mage. He was in a ball. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna ask you guys to have this conversation in the front, and I'm gonna close the door because I don't think I want to hear any more of what you're talking about.
Understandable.
But before we leave, by the way, and I look at Kusan, and I get suddenly very serious, like in my face and everything, and I go, "You didn't see us, right?"
I don't see any of my patients.
That's his whole job.
That's good. All right.
Jax,
We will stop bothering you now. I'm terribly sorry.
thank you very much for your surgery performance on me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Ignore
He
him.
just kind of like reaches into a drawer and subtly hands you a couple of scarves for if you manage to convince them to hide their faces. And then
Yeah.
he just closes the back room door, like,
Excuse
and
me.
you can
I still
hear
need to
it
get
latch.
out. I'm still back here. I'm a little
Okay.
slow nowadays. You've got to let me out.
I thought you were still in the front from when you were having
No,
your
because I
little,
came into
like,
the
yeah, you were
back
there.
to talk to them about Sibell leaving.
Okay, okay,
But no,
okay.
now I'm
You
out.
can- you can come out.
Okay.
I'll leave with the others. It's just it was
Yeah.
funny then.
Kale
Just
will
imagine him
try
so
and
slow.
wrap their head somehow to hide all of it.
Kiama will help as
Like
best
just
she
the
can.
eyes. Yeah.
All right,
It's
Jack.
hard. They've got
There's
really big
still,
ears. They've
like,
got
some
horns.
horns poking out of the very messy wrap job.
All right,
Mhm.
If
Jack.
she has like numerous scarves, Kiama's gonna roll like a few of them into almost like a donut shape and like put it around, so it just looks like you have a gigantic bun
Like the pool
underneath
noodle.
it. So yeah, almost like pool noodle. As it might be very tall, but she's gonna wrap it
Yeah.
around all of them, so there's no sharp edges.
They're not
going.
quite horns so much as it's like a tree growing out of either
Like
side of their
branches.
head.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
Boulder.
awkward.
You've got to put on a scarf to hide your face. You're
I
gonna
don't-
have to.
I don't hide. I don't know.
Well, no. Here,
Kiama's
let
actively
me.
trying to put one
Can
on
you
his
just this
head.
once though?
Hang on. Do you know what a ninja is?
No.
Neither
They're,
do
they're
I.
great warriors of the shadows.
I was about to say, do you know what a ninja
Do
is?
you? All right. Here's the thing.
Japan does
Here's
not
the thing.
exist in this world.
As a sailor, right? You've got to protect yourself from the elements sometimes, and sometimes that means you've got to cover yourself up, right? But think about it this way: if they don't know who you are, you can get closer without them noticing you.
I'm not much of a sneaky person. I like to
That's
fight
alright.
people straight up. It's okay.
Right, but imagine their surprise where you punch them and they're like, "What? This normal person just blew my brains off."
Well, I mean, how about this?
No,
Why don't you
that's not
walk up to
fun,
them,
though.
take off the scarf, say, "Hey, it's me," and then punch them?
Well, we don't.
Also, we should try
Well-
not to punch anyone on our way to your print shop, your parents' print shop that we should
Yeah,
definitely
there's-
not bring trouble to.
And it's not even a print shop. It's just some clerks that you happen
Yes.
to know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. She's not correcting Kale
No.
at all.
Yeah, I did not think
Yeah.
that she would. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'm not sure how to break it to you, but I'm pretty sure I have more identifiers than my face that indicate who I am.
No, but this is just to get us through a crowd.
Exactly. You
Right,
do. But in
but-
the hustle and bustle of things, let's just, make the super identifiable
yeah.
things a little less identifiable.
Well,
as
I
much
mean,
as-
he points to his
Okay.
blue arms.
Neil digs
How many
through their
people you see
pockets
with
looking
these?
for their
Yeah.
for their gloves.
please.
that
Way
they
too
wore to
small
cover their
for 'em.
scales, but they're
Way too
teeny
small
tiny,
for
and
'em.
also
Yeah,
the tips are
like-
a little shredded. They're like, maybe
Yeah.
not.
All right,
Do you not have sleeves?
Jax.
No, they're not
This
long
is.
enough.
I need you to promise you won't rip it, and I will let you wear my coat, so that your arms are hidden.
How about this? I'll sneak along the rooftops.
You just told us you are not good at sneaking,
Also,
and
Never
I've seen
mind.
you
I don't think my
climb. I'm
character does.
sorry, but
yeah.
that's
I was like, my character doesn't know that, but
yeah.
nothing happened.
No, I know. I get up there eventually. I'm okay at it. Yeah.
Eventually,
Just please let us wrap up
just-
your hair, and maybe we'll give you some sort of sunglasses.
just
Unless
Just please.
he's stopping her, Kiama is actively trying to put a scarf like around your hair at least to like cover.
just put it.
He doesn't stop you,
slowly
but he's
garroting
very-
him. Just
he is very. He tenses greatly.
Okay, she's just going at it. Then. You're right. You're tall though, aren't you? Because she's relatively
Yeah.
short, so she's probably like
he's
she's-
he
yeah.
sticks to.
Up on a chair.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're a foot taller than she is, so she's stretching, but getting it done.
I want you all. I'll do it this second time, but I want you all to understand. I don't cover myself up.
you like strategy, right? You understand this the importance of stealth in strategy.
I'll let you know something. I'll
Right.
let you know something. I was born
Yeah.
with these blue arms.
Right.
Tried
Well,
to
you
cover them
weren't.
up before, and I learned
Right.
that I was hiding myself
Mm-hmm.
from the world, and I don't like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't cover myself up, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But when it's to the benefit of your friends for a very short period of time, such as crossing a few streets, maybe we could break the rules a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
This is the last time.
It's not gonna be the last time. Yes, it's last time.
Good enough.
Sure.
Boulder, you may wish to keep some distance from us, and we'll just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
all go separately.
I'm gonna do the same
As
thing I did
best we
last
can.
time, where I was not with you at all.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll go in the front. Maybe Kale and Jax in the middle together because you kind of already a problem, but stay together. And then Baldur in the back.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All
I'm gonna
right.
be in the back anyway because I'm.
Oh, should we do that first?
To what?
Your cane thing?
Oh no, I can use my sword. Well, my scabbard as a cane. It's fine.
Okay.
I feel like the faster we get rid of their wanted level, we should be the better.
That's true. That's true.
I can just be slower for a little bit. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's cool. All right.
Let's
As we're
do some
preparing
stealth
to
roll.
get going, Kiama will just let them know. All right, so I'm going to take you to where we can get the flyers printed. Oh, actually, wait. We want to talk about it first, or do we want to just go to
Let's
the
maybe
place
get
directly?
out of the doctor's shop first, in case anyone has noticed that we are here.
That's a good
Okay.
point. Yeah.
So, you guys are going entirely separate from each other, or are you going in pairs, or how are you going to go about that?
I think it's Kiama's leading. Some ways behind is Jax and Kale, and then some ways behind them is me.
Yeah.
So
It's a
if
elongated
anyone-
diamond.
Yeah. We're following Kiama, but she's not noticeably with us, the wanted criminals.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just
Which
kind
is
of
wild
like
that we're leaving the two wanted criminals
scattered
together.
but in sight
We
of
have
each
to.
other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
Definitely
Kale
in
and Jax are actually walking next to each other.
I feel
trying
like
to be
that. I feel like that
in
specific
Or at least
detail is a
near
bad
each
idea.
other.
Okay.
Oh man, this is a bad idea.
Sounds great. Good to know.
Absolutely.
Good to
That
know.
question sounded like we did a bad.
Also,
so here,
I'm going to help with like route planning because I know how to get around the city fairly unobtrusively. So if Kiama tells me where we're headed, I'm going to see if I can find a better route for Jax and I.
Also, I'm gonna drink some alcohol, not for any reason, just because I want to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Kiama, your friends that like there are clerks across all of Icebridge. The ones that you know and that you have like they recognize that shit is weird and will occasionally do you a favor or pass you information, are like maybe 3 levels up from where you guys currently are. One of them is on the other side,
Ooh.
but a
Ooh.
couple of them are on this side. Like one of them, the one that's on the other side, is fairly close to the academy, and it's in visiting them that you are aware of. Yeah, there's no way that random people from Deepview got into the academy to place some sort of bomb. Something else is happening.
Yeah.
And they corroborated that with you when you were trying to investigate that.
Mhm.
So you have the option of trying to cross on some of the gondolas, and going over there so that you're closer to the academy and able to look at that type of stuff, or you can just go up a couple of levels on this side.
Yeah,
But
she'll
you do
stay on
have a
this side.
couple of. Okay, she's gonna stay on this side.
Just based on us like walking 3 blocks to get to this dude, I don't think she has the confidence that they would make it safely there. So yeah,
No.
she's gonna play
Reasonable
safe.
assumption. So in that case, yeah, it's about like 3 levels up from where you guys currently are. So you've got to go up a
It's gonna
couple
take
of sets of
forever.
stairs, unfortunately.
Sorry, Balder.
Kale,
Yep.
you know that there is a mole exit fairly close to where she ends up describing.
Cool. So all I have to do is get Jax and I to the entrance to the underground right now.
Or to where you guys like exited
going.
the wall or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
since that is another set of tunnels, or one of the other mole entrances slash exits within Cliffside, because there are a number of them. The moles do a lot of under the table type of work for a variety of people up here.
Mm-hmm. All right. I know a place that's near there. I think we're gonna go underground and we'll meet you up there.
Okay.
If you two don't mind leaving first and maybe drawing some eyes, we'll slip out.
Sure, sounds good. If something goes wrong, do you guys have like a signal or something that I can like say out loud or whatever?
Just follow the
Maybe you're
thunder.
popping up.
I think we will
Follow the
make a
thunder.
lot of noise if things go wrong.
Fantastic. Okay.
Just look for
Then-
the
Please.
dragon and the lightning, and then you'll find them.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
pretty much.
Right.
But yeah, so
I wasn't paying it. What's the plan? What we're doing it? All right, cool.
You
Let's
two
go.
go up first. Draw
So
some.
we're
draw
going
some
above ground.
line.
They're going.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll go under.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, you're having the crab leg man go up a bunch of flights of stairs
Wonderful.
instead of
Sorry.
through like
It's okay. I'm
winding
good at
tunnels.
climbing.
On the other hand, everyone's going to be looking at the man with a crab leg trying to climb the stairs, and not
Oh yeah.
whatever's going on over here.
The fact that
There
Boulder
are
is
other
going separate
features
from you
about me
guys
that
does
exist,
actually
guys.
make
Come on.
the stealth roll easier for the two of
Mhm.
you, because you
Yeah.
do still have to get to one of these secret
Entrances.
entrances. Yeah,
Secret
Um,
tunnel.
very much so. So Kiama,
Through the mountain.
Yes.
I would like an intellect-based task, because it's not necessarily that you are trying to hide, you are just trying to act like everything is normal. So this is a performance type thing.
Okay.
It is a
Mhm.
4, so
Mhm.
because you guys were interesting going into this shop.
Yeah.
Were we? Were we?
So like
Uh-huh.
it's purely because there is already potential interest with this shop, that it is a 4. Do you have anything that would make something like performance or acting easier?
I do. I'm trained in interactions with lies and trickery, but I don't know if that's the same as
That would
performance.
actually work, yes. So that would bring it down to a 3, so it is a 9 or better.
Fantastic. All right, here we go. Oh, 13. Okay.
13. Successful either way. Yeah, so you slip out, Balder, I'm assuming, following after you, or are you guys not actually going together?
Oh yeah, if that's what we all agreed to, well, I was also part of the conversation. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. So you guys slip out and you kind of hold the door for Balder because of
Ah,
the awkwardness of like
thank you.
tentacle arm, sword crutch, crab leg.
Yes, please.
There's a lot
Let's
going
do
on
it,
there.
Sherry.
Yeah, going through a doorway right now is like accessing doors is going to be very interesting for Balder
I
for a
almost do
while.
like the
Crab arms on the way.
Let's just curl around the door
Yeah.
frame.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you kind of hold the door open for Balder, and you guys
I did this to
slip
myself.
out,
I'm so happy about
and
it.
like you take the nearby stairs that Balder had just come
Oh,
down
bloody
prior
hell,
to all
alright.
of this. It is. You guys have been busy. It is evening at this point. It's starting to get dark. It's not like sunset, but it is
That's
like
helpful.
heading towards sunset. As you walk up the first very wide flight of stairs on the side of Cliffside.
Oh, Cliffside
Kale
side.
and Jax.
Let's do
Let's go
some
ahead
stealth.
and have the roll for you.
Oh
It
man.
is it is
Oh, no.
starting out, yeah, it is starting out as a 3 because they basically are going ahead of you, and there's definitely the distraction of Crab Leg Man trying to walk upstairs.
I have
Gotcha.
other features that are in here.
You do.
That
but
is
they're
the
not
most
even
obvious
visible
and
easily.
hardest to hide at the moment.
I rolled a 16.
I rolled a 19, so
Holy
minor
Nice.
effects.
Let's
Go.
go.
So
Kiama's head
minor
wrap is helping.
yeah, minor effect. People are so distracted by everything else,
That whole thing.
their own changes in
But
addition
everything
to
else.
like their own changes in addition to someone with a crab. Like can that happen to us? Type of
I'm
stuff
hiding. I'm hiding with
that
the tentacle,
you
by the way.
are
Just
virtually invisible. You are not like literally invisible. You are virtually invisible as the two of you slip off to the side in a different direction and like manage to find one of these secret entrances to like the back tunnels that take you through Cliffside.
Nice.
That minor effect means that the two of you make it up to where you are going without issue.
Whew.
Sick.
You don't run into like
What-
gem.
You don't run into
Oh,
gem.
yeah.
You don't run into
Any
like
wall
other
inspectors.
moles that might be
Good.
like able to identify where you guys have been. You don't
Yep.
have to climb a wall, which is apparently Jax's like
Weakness.
absolute antagonist. Uh,
The BBEG is a wall.
I need a
Yeah.
foil. It's true.
yeah,
The wall
most
is the
groups
foil.
have issues with doors. Jax has issues with walls.
I'm gonna start punching them down.
How many times did you
Which
fall
Which is
off the
literally
wall?
what you did
Like 4 times.
when we met.
Kiama, you've already rolled
Punched a wall.
for your pass through. Boulder.
Yeah.
You are in a particular position that you will
Walking.
attract attention
Yeah.
as you go. I
Yeah.
would like a might task because you are having to climb at least 2 or 3 levels of stairs,
Yeah.
and then
fails,
an
does he fall all the way down a
intellect-based
level?
task
I'm gonna John Wick all the
to
way down to
not
the
attack.
beginning.
And we're doing the might task first because
Yep.
how difficult, like whether or not you succeed, will determine how difficult the not catching attention is. Because
Right.
if you are struggling so much that you are having to be helped up, then that is going to catch more attention. What
That's not a good
did you
face.
roll? It
That's a
was
bad face.
it was just a 3.
Are
It
you
was
John
a s-
Wicking all the way down?
Okay, yeah.
I
So
fell down the 3 flights of stairs, back down the 3 levels.
it was not a 1. It was not a 1, so you do not actually fall down.
It is
But
a lot of stairs, man.
a couple
This is
of guards
grappling,
come over
and-
to help you.
Oh.
So you are being escorted with guards helping you along
That's fine.
as
I
you
am one
head
of them.
towards this. As you
Very
head
glad
towards
we're
this.
not there.
Yeah. So
Oh,
they're helping you to this like, and like
Thank
one
you.
of them offers you like a bag of willowbark tea that he keeps on him for
Aw.
like if his like feet start hurting while he is on duty. And these are like normal Isenbridge guards. They are
Yeah, of
not
course.
the Lancers.
Oh, I will actually take some of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put one of the leaves in my mouth and follow it with alcohol. There's gonna be some mouth tea.
So you're just gonna swish it around in your mouth a bit.
Yeah. And
Like Kale's
then
not here right now.
I'm just gonna lean on them. Okay, I don't want to push them away because that's
Yeah,
more suspicious. So
And it's more like they're like helping to escort you along. One of them like catches you a couple of times as you fall, and when they find out the direction that you're going in, the guards of Isenbridge, like the watchmen of Isenbridge, do provide escort services throughout the city for when you
really?
need assistance to get to a location. They
Now
will
I know
help
what to
to
call
guide you, give you
our kryptonite
directions,
free.
etc. It is not that type of escort service.
Oh, damn it.
They will give you directions. They will help you walk if you feel like you need assistance, especially at night, going somewhere. That is the service that they are meant to provide. They are not meant
Cool.
to be like the police
So
of
juicy.
Isenbridge.
You know what? While we're walking, since they're
Yeah.
already here so nicely,
Mhm.
I'm gonna talk to them
Okay.
Ooh.
because this is what I do. I don't know if
Yes,
you
it
guys are
is.
aware. I am a speaker,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do my thing and speak. So as
Speaker
we're
at them,
walking,
okay.
as we're walking, I'm gonna be like, can I ask you a question? I'm starting to see some new gods around lately. I don't think I've seen them before. Do you know what's going on? I mean, imagine you do. You're a
Those
god.
they they're from a neighboring city-state. It's nothing for
Really?
normal citizens to have to worry about.
Are you
It,
sure? Look,
they're not
scary.
a danger to anyone. They're not a danger to anyone.
Really?
They're just here to help because of all of the strange happenstances happening and
See.
possible damage to property that has occurred.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
thought about that.
just a nearby ally sending some assistance.
But
Nothing to worry about.
are they not having those issues over there? Because I feel
Are you,
like
Are you one of the ones that can read people, or is that Hale that
I
reads
have
people?
observation.
That's me.
Okay.
Understanding,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I can observe
Understanding
that.
is
No, that's
understanding is like predictions and getting an idea of how they behave.
yeah.
Reading
I get it.
people
It just gives me an
is
asset on.
like giving you an insight into what they are saying.
I am trained in no, that's persuasion. Sorry, I thought it was perception. Wrong
Yeah.
wrong
Wrong
word.
thing.
If you would like to make an intellect task roll
Sure.
to determine how truthful or what his feelings on the matter might be, you may.
What he's not saying.
So I rolled a 4.
That
But I
is
am
unfortunate.
trained in pleasant social interactions.
That doesn't quite drop it down enough.
Dang it.
Because he is trying to reassure who he believes to be a citizen of Icenbridge
That
that
is currently
everything
pulling
is
this forward.
fine, so he is hiding it. So you
Yeah.
do not know what he is hiding. Kiama, since you are nearby-ish and potentially in hearing range, do you have the ability to read people?
Oh, I'm quite sure I do not. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe, or actually, maybe I do. Hold on. You're trained in all tasks involving identifying or assessing danger, lies, quality, importance, function, or power.
Lies.
Lies.
So go ahead and
Yeah.
make a roll at 3 instead of
There's
12
there's a
because
problem. My cat's sitting in my dice
Oh,
tray.
that's so
There it
good.
goes. I just
nubs.
got up and
We
stood like
love
right in it. I was
nubs.
like, great, awesome.
Yeah.
I just left. Okay.
He couldn't quite
So what
fit,
is the
so he didn't sit. Instead of 12, which is what Balder was initially aiming at,
nine?
you are aiming for a 9.
I'm gonna switch my dice. Go away. You're
Oh,
banned.
that's a 3.
Oh
3.
no.
Okay, so yeah, as far as
Man,
you
we're
can
so good at
tell,
this.
he's
I hit
yeah,
19
as
and
far
then
as you
rolled
can
over the
tell,
3.
he is genuine. He is just like, yeah, no, they're just from an allied neighboring city state. They're just here to help as backup because some weird shit is happening. And to answer that question that you were starting into, Balder, with the interaction, I am guessing that they do. They didn't really bring news of the city state. We've mostly just, as far as I know, sent in response some like herbs and other normal exports as further assistance and trade.
Aye. That's unfortunate.
You are a speaker. What are
I
your
am.
skills? What are your skills? What are
My
your skills listed?
skills?
Yeah, what are your skills listed?
Sailing,
Yeah.
climbing,
Uh-huh.
jumping.
Uh-huh.
I have an inability in medium weapons,
Uh-huh.
balancing,
Uh-huh. You
pleasant
have
social interactions,
okay.
creature handling, deception, and persuasion.
Okay, you have training in deception.
I do.
Um,
I am
so
a liar.
uh,
I mean, no, I'm not.
you can tell from this, not necessarily as something that you need to roll for, um, but
Yes.
there is some other exchange happening. The
Yeah.
guard does know about
Okay.
that he is not stating. So there is something else that has been theoretically traded the guards are aware of. And whether or not he approves of that, he is aware. And because you are, again, just a normal, everyday citizen of Icenbridge and not a random wanted criminal, he's just not sharing that with you.
Yeah. So if I was a wanted criminal, he would, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily,
Oh.
but it's more of he has no reason to share it with you.
Yeah.
So you can attempt to dig further, essentially.
So the reason I asked is because I have my family lives abroad. They don't live here. I'm concerned if this, and I gestured to my leg with my one hand. If this is a thing that's happening elsewhere as well. It's so far I haven't really had the opportunity to travel again since I arrived, and then this started to happen, and here we are. It's been a little. I can't really sail with a crab leg.
I don't know, honestly speaking. It
Yeah.
it would be strange for it to just be happening here. But
It's true.
they had already left their city state prior to this starting here. So
Fascinating.
they didn't manage to bring any news of what might be happening there.
Oh, bollocks.
And I see like Kale off to the side or Alina off to the side going, they left before this started happening?
Yeah, I'm putting the math together on that. I'm like, oh, I don't like that.
But yeah, so he's
Fascinating.
just like, it's we don't have much news of what's happening over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
my interactions with them, uh, my interactions with them, they have assured us that their city state can take care of itself if it is. So I wouldn't, if your family is over there, I wouldn't be too concerned about them. We can attempt to find a way to help you find passage. If I'm sure that there's some sort of merchant that has a shipment going in that direction that
Right, yeah.
would find some use for another set of hands. And he looks uncomfortably at your leg and then just kind of shakes his head.
I gesture to my empty sleeve where it's like, I don't know about a set of hands, but no, I appreciate. I've got reasons to be in the city. I can't really leave right now though. But
Oh,
yeah.
why did you come to Ison Bridge?
I well, before all of this, I was a traveler. I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for
Oh,
someone. Yeah. It's been
well,
a little
we
bit
are in a
difficult when everybody starts transforming.
That is strange. And he kind of scratches his cheek, and he doesn't have like an obvious indication
Mm-hmm.
of a shift on his person. But the other guard that's been a little bit quieter just kind of smiles awkwardly, and instead of like regular teeth, it's just like pointed shark style teeth, and just kind of nods and then like closes his lips again.
It's all right. At least it's not a crab leg. You have to learn to walk all over again. Yeah, me too. Well, thank you for your help. Now that we're in flat land, I can just kind of lead myself my way. It's all right. Thank you so much.
Oh, it really is just it's our
Yeah.
job to make sure that you get there safely.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just going over there somewhere.
Uh, th-
Ow.
I would feel not necessarily just that I had failed at my job, but I would feel
Right.
particularly horrible if it were to be found that you fell or became injured on your way to where you were going. So I feel personally
Mm-hmm.
obligated to assist you.
Gotcha. Well, here's the thing. What's your name again?
Ben.
Ben. That's classic. So here's the thing. My biggest problem is the steps, and we're not on steps anymore. And like, I appreciate what you're doing here, but also, I can stand. I'm just gonna be a little slower, is all. Thank you, though.
So he just kind of nods and lets you walk forward, and it is obvious that they are trailing behind
Mm-hmm.
in like maybe like 15 to 30 feet to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that if you do fall, they are able to come and help you. So even if
Yeah.
you do attempt to like scuttle forward
I
faster,
can't do that.
yeah, they
I
are still in sight to be able to
Me and
assist.
fast are not in
Yeah,
talking terms right now.
yeah, I did not think so.
Yeah.
Um, But
I'm
yeah,
just gonna
so
crab waddle
they'll
my
just
way
kind of
forward.
nod awkwardly and let you walk off, take up like the kind of posture of someone on patrol,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of casually trail after you a little bit because you did roll a two. So kind of casually trail after you to like make sure that you get to where you were going.
That's fine. Normally I would try to break line of sight and escape, but I don't feel like that's a possibility with my current predicament. So I'll just keep going.
You can try. It's just a difficult roll.
No, because it'll look suspicious.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. I already am drawing
Okay.
attention. I don't want people to look at the crab man running and then face thing and be like, "Well, that's even more suspicious." Hey, we were just having a nice conversation. Why the fuck are you starting to run?
Now, why you running? Why you running, bro? Why you running?
Good
But
running.
yeah,
It's anyway. Yeah,
but yeah.
just keep going.
So you guys wander along with the
Mhm,
amount of time that
mhm.
this has taken. The sun
I
is
will make a
very
mental note
distinctly
to tell
setting.
that information to Kale
Yeah.
as the only responsible person of our group.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
Possible. I wanted to go fight the entire city to take my tea house back.
Yeah.
That is a good point. It's not a good
Follow
day when
move.
Balder is
Let's
the more
go.
mature one. Anyway, yeah.
I do wanna
Oh.
have a
Mhm.
conversation with Kale as we
Mhm.
walk.
Go right ahead.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
right
yeah.
ahead.
So
Yeah.
we're in the tunnels.
Yeah, as soon as we got in there, Jax took off the he was
Kale's
like,
still wrapped up. They're
don't
just gonna
need
leave it.
it. They
That's
can't
all you
see
see
me
is
anyway.
eyes. Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's got his hands like this as he's walking. And he's just
Mhm.
like, at some point we're gonna have to fight, right?
Yes. Likely sooner rather than later, much as I would wish otherwise.
If they're bringing in I understand some people in our groups and how they don't necessarily want to enter a fight and whatnot with the city, and I get that. When you're not me, it's hard to fight a city, but like, but they're bringing in tougher and stronger people. Eventually, it'll get too tough and too strong for anyone to fight back.
I still don't know if we can even take on Sabah. If it comes to that. She nearly killed you, Jax.
Sabar's the only one,
That
as far as I
aside,
understand.
those guards aren't just faceless nobodies. They're all citizens of this place as well, and I don't want to kill them.
You don't have to kill them. Who said we were going to kill them?
I don't think I can fight without killing someone, Jax.
Yeah, just
Tried
go
to
like
just
that
knock him
instead.
aside, and I don't know what happened, but I'm fairly sure that man is dead now.
Oh, to be fair, he would have killed you.
I suppose he would have tried.
Yeah.
But that's my point. At some point, I would like for you to train me. Maybe I can strike without killing someone. We just haven't had the time or the space. I can't imagine that a sparring match with you isn't going to destroy copious amounts of property.
I know. Look, I don't, as far as everybody might think, I'm actually I'm very graceful. Sometimes
no,
I just
absolutely.
choose not to be.
You just also punch hard enough to go through a brick wall. So
I've trained
space.
my entire life. I know how to use my muscles. You know what I mean? I know how to hold back. I just don't like to. But still, my point is that I think, like it or not, it's going to come down to action need to be taken, because we can meet and everybody as much as we want. We actually don't have a good track record with meeting people, quite honestly.
We really don't.
But all I'm saying is that there'll be a time that if say this goes really well, right? Say we get to this place, we print out the flyers, we find a place for everybody to come meet us. If it goes well, yeah, we have a bunch of people who come who have grievances, who understand what we're saying. But are they gonna fight their neighbors when it comes to it? I'm not saying kill. I've been trying to actively not kill anybody because I agree everybody in the city is a victim of the council, and that's the council are the people that I don't care for in this situation. But like at the end of the day, if you're gonna fight people who are going to definitely not go peacefully, you need people who are gonna fight them actually. That's all I gotta say on that. But whenever you're ready for me to punch somebody, I will. How are you doing?
Right.
You had a thing in your leg that you didn't tell anybody about, or in your
Yes.
something.
I am all right. I've still got a few of those shards. I imagine, like Balder, they will eventually work their way into my body and cause further changes. But I think we've seen that unless they're in a very dangerous position, which I'm fine, it's best not to remove them. So,
Okay, we're here for you, right?
absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know what to do, Jax.
I do
Everything
get
is
mistaken from Balder
changing
sometimes.
so quickly. I was looking at Balder's name tag. Everything is changing so quickly, and I'm not cut out to. I don't know what we're doing. What is it we're doing? Start a revolution? Try and I become freedom fighters of some sort? I ran a tea shop. It was very peaceful. I served people tea and a nice spot of lunch. At worst, I would have to help somebody sort out some complicated relationships problems. That's been my life. I don't know what any of this is. And it seems like every time we try to do something, we only make it worse. For everyone involved, ourselves included. So I understand that there's a time when we will have to stand and fight, and I hope we're ready. But I also know that fighting almost never solves anything. It only makes things more complicated. And we're already in as much complication as I can handle.
Given the track record of, or at least for what we heard of those in charge that were fighting, that were rebelling against, they're the ones that's gonna fight. You just fight back. But as far as what we're like, you could always leave.
Suppose we could.
You're not contracted to stay here. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I don't
have to. I'm not even from here.
I don't have a lot of memories of, well, anything yet, but I get the impression that the people of the city are going to need someone to stand between them and those who've been hiding all of this from them. And what if we're not here to help? That's all I can't keep thinking. I don't know that I could live with myself if I ran again.
With someone like Sabar and someone like Sibel's uncle, whose name escapes me all the time.
Papa.
I don't think that what we know about them. I don't think that words are going to get through to them.
I don't think so either, and that's why I won't run.
I got your back.
And I have yours. Right.
Okay, do I have to put this back on when we walk out here? Because
Oh, yes, please. Actually, that would
I
be.
guess
Also, not to change the subject over much, but you've not had a lot of experience with people generally in your travels, right? You mostly lived in the woods and punched animals.
I've traveled to places and cities and stayed there and whatnot, but yeah, I never like stayed in like a place, if it, like a building. I've always slept on the under the stars. It's nice. Yeah.
How do I put this delicately? Have you, in your various travels, ever been intimately involved with someone?
Whoa. I mean, life on the road is it's kind of it's a lonely thing.
I can't imagine there's a lot of people out there in the woods with the wolves and the bears and whatever else is you punch.
Yeah, no, but there's how it's we're getting quite close to that place now, aren't we? Yeah.
No. I'm happy to stop for just a second, Jax.
Why
Have
do you
you-
ask?
I may have noticed the way you look at Sibell when she doesn't think you're looking at her. And I've noticed that she maybe looks a similar way back at you.
She does. Wait, no.
But that's for the two of you to discuss. I just
That's
get the impression that you have not ever courted someone before.
I mean, I've been to court plenty of times.
No. That's not what I mean.
No.
Have you dated anyone? Have you taken them out for a lovely dinner or made small talk to get to know someone else?
Sparring, small talk.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I
then
don't think Sibell will respond well to being sparred with either. Oh, and that's not what I meant when I asked you to spar with me, just for the record.
Okay.
No. I didn't think so. All right. If at any point you have any questions, or would like some advice on how to court someone, just ask me. I can provide what advice I am able to.
Okay. Well, how do you do that? How do you start that? Hey, like, do you walk up and be like, "Hey, do you want to fight?"
No, absolutely not. No.
Oh.
Do you know how to court someone? Do you know what a date is?
Is sparring a date?
No.
Oh.
Well, maybe in certain relationships, but I suspect Sibell is not going to be very amenable to that.
I think Sabar went on a date with me one time.
No, that was an attempted murder.
Oh, isn't that the same thing?
No, absolutely not. Okay. When two people like each other very much, it's often best for them to be honest with their feelings and to let the other person know that they are interested. So normally, this might take the form of asking someone, say, would you like to go for dinner with me sometime? And then if they say, yes, I would, you would take them out for a nice dinner and you would talk and get to know each other a little better, talk about your lives, things that you like, the sort of music you like to listen to. There would be no fighting, no punching, just enjoy a meal together.
Maybe a little bit. Just
No,
okay.
no, generally not. Well, maybe if there was consent involved, but don't worry about that yet. Consent, always very important. If you want to kiss someone, you should ask first. Maybe start with holding their hand and don't hold it very tight. Don't injure them.
I felt Sybil's hand already, though.
I meant in a romantic way.
Oh,
Okay, so this goes hand in hand
she
with
was
what
like,
we're talking
you're
about
holding
before.
my hand, and I
Where
was
you
like,
haven't
damn.
had practically any normal human interactions with people.
Yeah,
we
I've
need to
really
we
only
need
hung out
to
with bears and wolves
have
most of the time.
this whole running from the law
Occasional
thing has
squirrel.
not been good for teaching you about how to be human and to enjoy the little pleasures in life, like a nice cup of coffee.
I mean, I run for the law in every
Just
city that I go to.
enjoying sitting in a chair and looking at the sunsets. So we're going to practice some of that when we get a chance, but I don't think we will have one soon. But maybe we can practice in a small way.
Okay. No, I'm here. I like learning new things. Date. You
Yeah,
sure there's no sparring involved?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
No.
So, we will carry on in that vein, I'm sure, until we get up to the surface.
Jax is so why isn't there any fighting? People not like to fight.
He's just so confused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will
But
continue to
yes.
try to explain about dates.
The only way you can feel someone else's feelings if you almost killed him,
No.
or if they almost kill you back.
Poor Jax. Poor Jax. But yeah, so Kiama, you do lead Balder gradually to this other. It's hard to call it a shop, and it's closer to like a small office that is near a couple of other things that can either provide it with supplies or provide the people that work there with like food and drink, etc. It is like a fairly small office with like glass front windows and a door, and you can even see through the windows that like one of the walls is entirely taken up with what seems to be thick ledgers, and a couple of boxes that are probably filled with either writing implements or supplies for said ledgers, etc. So Boulder, when you get there, it is not like the implied large printing operation that might be like
Right.
books or whatever, and looks more like a shipmaster's office as opposed to like it's got like a desk and then one larger desk counter and
And a
then a
printer.
wall of set like no printer, like this is like entirely someone handwriting shit.
Nailed it.
Kiama,
Yeah.
we seem to be missing a few things. Oh, no.
Oh, I'm
Gotta
assuming a
sneeze.
sneeze.
Gotta
Yeah.
sneeze, yeah.
She'll just kind of look around. Well, you know that we have a few limited options. Part of it is being how we have to travel, and also we could definitely get it done here. It just, might take a little bit of time, but we can get it done.
How?
My wonderful friends. So, just whoever
Yeah,
is
right.
there.
I thought we were like printing.
Well, see that before the printers, people were printers. So
Well, no,
Also-
yeah, but I thought it was gonna be like a press. We're just gonna write it. Well, if we're gonna write things down, why don't we just just write it down ourselves?
Hey, hang on. I feel like you
alright.
stress a lot.
This is a stressful situation.
So,
I feel like nobody is stressing as they should.
She's already walked away.
yeah. So, Kiama, you
God
know
damn.
that there are a limited number of
She knows I can't
actual
catch up.
print presses
Mhm.
in the city. The Academy has one, or has several actually
Mhm.
that are used for academy purposes, and then for like the production of law decrees there are occasionally printers, but generally speaking it is just some very talented clerks that do the handwriting for it. There is
Right.
not a book printer in the entirety of the city.
Okay.
Um,
If there's anyone she recognizes, she's gonna kind of walk up to me.
it's just one person. It's just
Oh,
one
just one.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
like
she recognize?
most of the clerks work independently and
Mhm.
just have high production standard. Um, it is not like they're doing illuminations; they are just doing quick clerk productions. And it is definitely someone you know. It is one of your friends. They have very short cropped, like pixie Caesar cut type of hair, and are as expected, despite the fact that it is sunset and they should probably be done. They've got several lights going in the shop. Tiny puppy dog. They've got
Oh.
several lights in the shop and are crouched over something that they are working on, probably either some sort of decree or some other job that they have been given. But they are in there, kind of them presenting ish, and you know that they have a tendency to overwork. And more than once, they have made extra copies of what they're working on to pass to you and others like you.
Okay, gotcha. She kind of smiles as she like heads over. I don't. She's not gonna sneak up, but imagines that this person is likely busy.
Oh
So
yeah, no,
maybe not.
they have no idea that you're there. Even with
Yeah,
there
exactly.
being a
So
bell over the door to give them
heads up.
awareness that
Yeah.
someone is coming in, they have no idea. They have not raised their head to acknowledge that people are walking in.
Oh my god. All right. So she'll just kind of like step up beside them and just in a very like sing-songy, hello. Just like wait for them to get like their
Like
hi.
full on, like uh,
Jump
their
scare.
first instinctive reaction, because they are used to being startled, is the pen that they are working with is off of the paper, and
Yeah.
then they jump.
Yeah.
So it's and like big, big eyes staring at you. Did not realize anyone was there, and they look at you. Kiama, Kiama, hi. What time is it?
It's
Oh,
late.
that's why it was getting dark.
Huh?
Hi.
Hi.
I have just a minute, and like
Oh.
starts like puts the pen aside and starts ruffling with like a drawer that like they don't even notice that Balder is in the door.
Okay.
Like a drawer that is
Yeah,
supposed to
I'm
be
still trying to
hidden.
get in the door.
Yeah, yeah, is supposed to be hidden. Like had to like do a couple of like furniture puzzle piece type of things to slide the drawer open, and hands
Mhm.
you a stack of papers, the latest decrees
Oh,
that you asked for.
fantastic. You're the best.
Only sometimes, only sometimes. Uh, and
Sorry.
hi, hello. And
I love
like
that.
Boulder,
Hang on,
like
I've got to
you
turn.
are observant enough to where like as you're trying to struggle to get in, like the
Yeah.
guards kind of peek off and see that you're going through a shop that you were theoretically going to, and
Mhm.
that's when they finally turn around and patrol goes the
Oh,
other
a
way.
pity. Oh
Yeah.
no. I am going to turn sideways and crawl my way in there.
Crab walk.
Shimmy
Yeah.
in.
I kind of have to. It's a long leg.
Up, 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 up.
No, I'm not gonna do it. That's demeaning. I mean, I am a full person with feelings.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, I would do that. I
Uh-huh.
would totally. If it wasn't my character, I would also make fun of him for that. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, I enter the. I finally succeed at entering the
yeah.
shop.
Oh, realizes that they opened the secret drawer with someone having followed you in, and just try to subtly like redo like the shifting the drawer in puzzle piece closure that it is. Kale and Jax, you are probably exiting onto this surface street area now.
We finished up our awkward discussion and waited until the guards peeled off.
Wow.
Perfect.
No, but if
Uh,
I ask someone on a date, do they like
Oh, he's still going.
as we
Yeah.
walk in?
Love that.
He's like,
Because,
do I have to like, is it flowers? Is that a thing? Do you still have to do the flowers?
That is a romantic gesture, and a lot of people do appreciate it. I suspect Sibell might be one of them.
she does dream frequently about trees and greenery.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, so Kiama, she like this person there, like they look at you with wide eyes and look at Balder coming in with wide eyes, and it's noticeably not that Balder has a crab leg. It's just the startle of, oh, there's someone else here, like subtly trying to, with the
is-
super guilty look on their face, close the
It's-
drawer.
No, it's all right. I'm not going to. I'm not. You're safe. I'm not going to tell you. Don't worry.
He's cool. He's a big old warrior, but he's fine. Also, I have 2 more people who are coming in that are also cool, so don't worry about them.
Okay,
They both have-
yeah, hi. Okay, yes.
That's a great time for us to like duck across and like ta-ting, ta-ting,
Yeah.
open the door, slam behind us.
And it is now cramped in here.
Mhm.
As soon as I get in, the disguise is coming off. Immediately. I walk through the door. The door isn't even closed before I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, Kill here. God tea, and I give whatever tea I had to Kale. For
No,
there you go.
this is Willowbuck.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, they offered tea. I figured you'd the tea
Yeah,
person. So
Yeah, it's like Willowbark and carrageenan and a couple of other things that
Yeah.
are like combined into basically a pain relief tea.
right,
Lovely.
yeah, it's something. I don't know what it is. I don't fucking know tea. I'm
This
a
is
rum
very
person.
good tea, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, so where's these flyers?
Oh,
we
they're
have-
going to
we have
hand you
them.
them.
Flyers.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Hello.
I know you're very busy, but we have kind of an important message that we have to make sure is kind of spread about. And you know how it goes. But you know, that part of the good news about having you work on them is that there's no, I guess for lack of a better word, paper trail. We don't have to worry about the printers kind of knowing what's going on. Anyway, so we have a message that we haven't like looks at Kale for a second. I guess fully fleshed out yet?
No, but I have some ideas. If you have spare paper, let me just work out what we need to say. And I'll, like,
Excuse me.
Wedge
do
my
you-
way around Boulder and come up to the desk and be like,
Do you have
borrow
like
paper?
a stool that I could sit on?
Just a moment. Like
I've been
stands
walking-
up from the stool that they were sitting on and just kind of shuffles it around to the side
Well,
of the
no,
table
hang on,
so that you're not
your
leaning
stool,
over.
but like a
And
a
then
different
goes
one.
to get the stuff that Kale had requested.
Hang on, I don't want them to give me their stool. They were using that.
Do they like print them here or somewhere else? I don't see it.
Yeah, they don't got one of those now.
They don't
That
got one of
look
those.
like just a
Yeah.
cleric's office.
She's a great
Oh.
friend.
Oh, this is gonna
Oh,
take a
okay.
long time, isn't it?
That's what I
Yes.
thought. Yeah.
Kiama, you know that she can get like 50 done in a day.
That's it.
She works pretty quick.
All right.
I mean, she's better
Besides-
than me. I can't write.
Besides, it gives us enough time to kind of spread them out too. We
That's
probably
true. We do have to make some
relatively-
arrangements for that.
It's true.
Are we gonna do that?
If you're
No clue.
concerned about speed, you can distribute to a couple. Like I'll make a couple and like hand them off to
That
some
would be
other
wonderful.
trusted friends. Obviously, trusted friends. Is there a way to? You
Oh,
look
yeah.
different, but you look
And
different.
you may have
But
seen those
you're
wanted posters for us.
you have, and you're, and is like pointing to like the like slight poke out that your branch horns are.
Yep.
They're good. They're wanted, but you know, it's cool.
We're not
this is all
wanted. It's all we've been framed for kidnapping someone we did not kidnap.
Yeah.
Who
It
unfortunately
wasn't
is not
me.
Is she
here right
okay?
now to tell us.
She
that
might be dead for all we know.
We should
No,
probably check on her.
What?
not a thing you
Right,
should
yeah.
say out loud right now.
No,
Hey,
No, but it's
she just
true.
went back to her
Hey.
parents.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
Oh.
where she might be dead.
They're the ones who are trying to
I bet
kidnap
her
her.
family would kill her.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you
They
don't
wouldn't
know
put her
his
in a
family.
tower for a long time.
She's gonna like turn her back to the clerk and just
The
can we
arguing.
just reel this in just for a quick second? I'm
Right,
sorry.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
You're throwing a lot
Yeah.
out. We're asking a favor, and I feel
Yeah.
we need to bring the energy to be right. And just
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you. Turn back
Mhm.
to her friend. I'm sorry.
Listen, can I offer you a cup of tea while we discuss this?
Would you like some money?
You like some sparring lessons?
Don't take that up.
No.
And
I
she
like
just looks
elbow Jax.
completely overwhelmed with you about to explain, and then an offer of tea, and then what seems like a bribe, and then someone
It's
saying, "Hey,
We're
we can
alive.
fight."
Of each other.
Just a moment. And I'm going to take the time to like get out my teacups, put them down, find one of my nicer teas,
Yeah.
and then
I'm
get Pico.
Pico.
Pico, if you don't mind, and add some
Yeah.
water. You don't have water, do you? I can
if
take
they
some
were
myself.
overwhelmed, they're gonna be overwhelmed even more about the
Well, so
living
they're just
teacup dragon.
they're
It's
just
fine.
like halfway through taking down one of the boxes of supplies that they've got, and they're just kind of staring around at everything, Kiama, and you know that like this person has probably very, very severe ADHD.
Same.
Which is so
What?
like it so like one of their
A
hyper
lot.
focuses is like the being able to fully zone in on the clerk work that they do, the writing
Been
work
there.
that they do. They're able to like full on hyper focus, and that's why they lose track of time, and that's why it's very difficult for them to notice things going on around them. So they are now in like that kind of overstim staring at everything mode, trying to process it all.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the energy
so-
down with some tea.
Yeah, so
Sure.
why don't we enjoy some tea, and then we'll talk about the information we need on the flyers, and then we
Right,
can talk
yeah.
about payment after.
Great
Yeah.
flyers, and then like finishes taking down the box, takes out a couple of things, like sets out like 5 different inks, a couple of different weights of paper, and like an entire like collector's box of like pen nibs that can be chosen from, as well as pulling out a couple of like scrap pieces of paper that look like the ink has been scratched off of them a couple of times, for us to be able to like
Some
work
notes.
on the message that you
Yeah,
want. Beyond that, they do that, and then they stop and they're just like, "See, why?" And I
It
don't
calms
fight,
everyone
but
down.
See, it's not that I'm a werewolf. Everybody should be reacting this way. I'm just it's it's mad.
She listens. You keep talking. Anyway,
I'm just wait, but I'm not. It's like call, so thank you. But and why are you making tea in my shop? Please keep the wet water and
Oh, no,
liquids
of course.
away from all of the ink.
Yes.
And I really don't fight.
Okay. It's kind of what I do, but
You just look like you've had a very long and arduous day, and we are adding to that long and arduousness of it. So I thought taking a break,
It's
having some
nighttime. I should
tea.
probably have eaten lunch.
Have you eaten?
Oh, do you want some jerky?
lunch at all? Oh my
I've got
goodness.
some jerky if you want to eat it.
nothing better than Boulder's pocket jerky. Trust me.
You should
Yeah.
I was
hydrate
in
as
the
well.
zone.
Here.
I was
Oh,
definitely
here.
in the zone. I was totally in the zone.
I'm gonna
But-
start handing her and them some jerky with my tentacle, and then I like remember, and then I do switch
Yeah.
hands. There you go.
It's entirely fascinating.
Right, yeah.
Treat her to some tea and jerky.
That's the
Very
way.
carefully pour them some tea and serve up whoever else wants some.
Yep.
And
And like
I'll spike
throughout
mine
the
with rum.
and they like set out like one of the really basic nibs and inks with the scrap piece of paper,
Yeah.
making
Mhm.
sure to keep everything well away from your teapot, which is difficult because of how little room
Very
there is.
yeah, I'm going to
Um,
take some of the scratch paper and a nib and go like to a quarter and curl up as small as I can and scratch out some ideas.
While they're doing that, though, I actually will pat Jax on the shoulder, and I'm gonna head by the door to keep an eye out, and then just
Sure.
kind of drag him around so that they can focus on being productive. and we
Yeah.
can focus on having conversations of our own over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't
Yeah.
sit next to Boulder by the door.
All right, cool.
Sit on the ground.
So, for expediency's sake, rather than trying to come up with the exact plan of what
Yeah,
each of the
we can
flyers are
hand
going to
wave.
say,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to use that to take a quick 10-minute break, and we
Yeah.
will come back with the flyer language resolved, because
Excellent.
that's away from game, not need to be right here thing.
So
But
I don't
yes,
know, like, if it fully makes sense, but like in terms of the flyer language, also in reference to like the marked places they can meet people as well. I guess that
yeah,
maybe
I'll let you guys kind of
We'll figure
figure
it
that
out.
out
Okay.
when it's like not right there in the middle of the game.
Right, yeah.
But yes,
Mhm.
so we will be back in about 10 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, welcome back. I am Evie, the Disaster GM and game runner for this fine disastrous group. We are back into the session pre-recorded once more, reminder, and we have now released a variety of information to be disseminated across Ice and Bridge via flyers that will be theoretically made by this individual and other friends of Kiama's that are within kind of that contact information network. We are just kind of gonna slip past the we are casting exhibition because it is a lot to have to explain over and over again. But yes, so your friend is definitely a little stunned and has also taken notes in addition to what you guys want on the flyers because it is a lot of
Yeah.
information. You need to consolidate it down. He's definitely taken some notes of the what the fuck nature because that will also allow them to further explain or expound past what is going on the flyers when they call in assistance from other clerks.
Oh yeah, and Kale hasn't been holding back on a lot of the details of like, so we went down like super deep, and this crazy shit happened. There's a lot of magic. I won't necessarily mention what mage tower we were in though.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that you also have not been delicate with and like Deepview District is currently in quarantine and being like wrongly accused, and there's this conflict involving potentially even these Lancers that have been brought in. So have you shared all of that as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, now like there are Lancers that keep post just a stone's throw from the shop. They like this little cafe that's like 2 doors down. It's really good. They have this amazing pastry. They mix in a little bit of nuts and like they make this little like compote with the nuts and put it inside of the pastry. It's really good. You should really check it out sometime. It's like maybe 2 doors down. They start talking about that cafe instead of what they were talking about.
I'd be like, if I was not a wanted criminal, trust me that there is nothing I would like to do more than to go to a bunch of my favorite restaurants and concerts before this completes happening, and I am not welcome anywhere.
I'm almost having a hankering for that thing.
Like they're like 2 doors down, and like
okay.
um.
So we should be careful, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm under the employ guy that wants you in Deep View as well, and like one of his contacts is supposed to be coming here tonight. That's one of the things that I was working on. I didn't finish that, and it's like staring off at where they didn't finish the final like writing of what was being like paid for. And like is just kind of staring at the unfinished page. Which is like, I should finish that.
That wasn't Leona Callum's people, was it?
No. The gem. I definitely do like. I definitely like. I write stuff down, and there's the thing, and there's a series of things that he had me working on in terms of just like the he put it in fancy wording fancy wording for a proper copy of instructions on how to absorb your changes, and it's a thing that he's wanting to like spread out down there, and I almost got them done. I have like 3 more copies that I've got to make.
Do you mind if I have a read over that? I'm just curious because I know that Jem has known about these sorts of things for far longer than I have, and yet this is the first opportunity that he's actually doing something about it. Do you mind?
I'm not fully comfortable with that.
Oh, that's fine then. I'm sure it'll be out there in the streets if he wishes it.
Yeah.
Also, just to so you know, cover your ass too. How long until they get here?
Maybe like what time is it?
We should probably leave.
Like
Says the
the
time.
explanation, yeah, the
Yeah.
explanation took through sunset because that was a lot to cover. And she kind of pokes, oh, they're probably on their way.
Right.
Oh,
Scooping
okay.
up cups and then putting them in my pack.
It's not gonna be. It's just a kid. It's just one of the kids that work for him. It's not gonna be super dangerous. They will know that you've been here. Do you want them to know that you've been here? That they will know that you've been here if
Will
they
it
come
cause problems
through.
for you if we've been
I
here?
don't know.
I
I've
feel like we
only
should
like
probably.
met Jem like twice. He's really tall and kind of creepy, but he pays really well and like
I imagine he does.
it's the Kiama. It's typical arrangement typically of like a copy of all of the new regulations and any um the information that passes from like the boss Svar and to like the various people or something and sometimes some of the more interesting things just kind of share the information around but
If it's just a kid, I'm pretty sure we'll be fine.
It's better if
I
we're
don't
not
know if
here
we should.
when they arrive.
Hang
Exactly.
on. You take money to share information with other people, right? Is that what you do?
yeah
So how much
isn't
money
that
would
what
it
I'm
take
doing
for me
right
to
now?
see whatever gems got you writing over there? Like 10 clips?
Is- let me put it this way.
Right, yeah.
There is a certain level of integrity in what I do.
Right, yeah.
Would you trust me to create your flyers and spread this information if it could be purchased by any of my other clients or potentially by my boss?
Well, I mean, the flyers are going to be distributed, so everybody's going to know about it at some point. So yes, I would trust you to share that information with others.
That's kind of what we want, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of the would you trust me to do this for you if information on you and what you don't want shared could be bought from? Because what I
Information on
generally
me.
what I copy for like Kiama and for Gem usually is just like the stuff that gets passed through from like the council and the departments from the council,
Right.
not like personal stuff.
Right, yeah. So that is personal stuff then. Good to know. All right.
I don't want to cause.
Private job, yeah. So it's
We've
more of
already.
the if you had me copying stuff for like internal communications,
Hmm.
because you have not fucked me over like the council fucks everyone over. If you
That's what they do.
were if you were trying to have me create uh, missives regarding that were just internal, um, that is part of the hiring. That it's internal. Um,
Got it. So
Shem
you
hasn't tried to kill me like he's tried to kill you.
That's very true. And we don't want to
Oh,
put you
yeah.
in a position that's going to compromise
Yeah,
your
of
work
course.
or your safety. So we should clear off. Maybe
Right, yeah.
go try and catch up and see if Sibell is all right.
Yeah, the time needs to be taken to write these anyway. So
Exactly.
delivered.
Thank you so
Let's get out
much
of here.
for your work.
Kiama, I'll send a message or something to let you know when and who it got distributed to for better distribution.
Okay.
And they will use that code to let they'll know the code for the pickup essentially because you don't want me being the person that tries to disseminate this.
No, and
But
I
yeah,
can arrange some distribution, so we'll deal with that tomorrow.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jax, could you help me out with the door, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, we should wrap your head again, Jax.
He's not putting it back
Like
on.
trying to-
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
He agreed to wear it to here.
So you guys are leaving the shop with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we're trying to
information
get
left
out of here.
behind for the flyers to be made,
Trying
with
to
the
be
intent of getting out before
sneaky.
Yeah.
whatever errand kid
Mhm.
Jem has
Let's pick
shows
it up.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Um,
And then we're gonna head
Nice.
for Kale's shop.
Maybe? Or do
Okay.
we want to go after Sibell?
I feel like if we're going to go get your things back, it's better to do it at night.
Yes. But if we're not using it for a meeting place, and I think maybe we should leave that for some time, perhaps. Much as I would like to go home and get my things and to get them all out of my place.
We do.
So,
I also
are you having this conversation in the shop, like prior to the decision to leave? Like, is this something that you were deciding during exposition being cast, or is this like a conversation that you're only just now
Awkwardly
having?
outside. I don't think we're just now having it as
I
we're
think
like
it just
shuffling
feels like an
just-
outside.
just-
awkwardly
Yeah,
outside.
just awkwardly, just in front of the
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Let's,
but the
a
let's-
problem is
question that I
if-
had to ask.
We should not be going to the rich side of town at night because that's where that's
Let's-
going to be the. If you like,
come this way, maybe, and we'll go
cool.
try and lead them back towards the entrance to DQ.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like
Alright, here we go.
observation rolls as well as
Oh,
stealth
cool.
rolls.
I am
So that-
skilled at perception, so
Oh.
Okay,
That is
I'm
a-
going
and
to be
like
That is
keeping an eye
perception
open.
type stuff, perception type
Ooh.
stuff, being able to see what's going on around you will
That was a
assist your
6.
stealth. So if you wanted to do that first,
I
Yeah,
think
Oh.
was that a
16 is
6?
on the roll, and then it's eased
Six.
by 1 as well for my skill.
Okay,
I'll do
Jax.
stealth first. then.
16 for
Oh,
perception.
Okay,
I did 6 on perception
yeah,
and a
There's roll
3
stealth as
on
well.
stealth.
Oh no, sir.
makes
Spend some
sense.
effort.
Oh,
Makes
there's
sense.
zero myself, too.
Kiama.
8 on perception, 18 on stealth.
Nice.
Okay, so
I only did
you,
13 on
like,
stealth, but I spent
blend
some
into- yeah.
effort for,
Yeah, so
for
you
using.
are blending in. Balder
You're also
is
not
a crab
wanted.
leg. Yeah, Balder is a crab leg man in the middle of the street.
I got a 16 perception, 8 for stealth.
Don't put that damn scarf back on.
tracks.
Nope.
Oh my god.
And Kale, you got a 16 perception ease because you are trained in it.
Yeah.
And what was your stealth?
13 stealth, but I spent
13.
for a level of effort. So I
Okay.
used it by 1.
Oh yeah, I keep
so-
forgetting I can do effort. Oh well.
You should.
Yeah, so
It's fine.
Kiama, you've kind
I
of
had like the
melted
chaos.
into the shadows and are like going, how have they not been caught yet? Based off of everything that you have witnessed thus far.
Fully.
Jax
Well,
is
self-rest.
also kind of like right out in the middle of the street with that, not as obvious and attention getting as the man with the crab leg.
Hello, that's me.
Mhm,
That is just like out in the middle of everything.
But also,
Kale,
I'm not
you-
wanted, so it's fine.
Yeah, Kale, you've kind of blended into the side and you're just like, you're trying to talk to them. You're less noticeable because of them. You and Jax specifically hear the Lancers that were
Fuck.
briefly rambled about by this clerk in
mhm.
the direction. And it's not directed at you guys, but there is the command of stop. You're not going anywhere.
I
And what you
immediately.
And what you see is them grab what looks like a maybe 14-year-old kid.
I
I mean-
immediately am gonna turn around.
Like, grab him.
I rush.
Yeah,
Oh, God, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I'm also gonna
Yeah.
turn around. And I'm I don't know if I can grab Jax in time, but I'm gonna say, excuse me, officers, what's the problem?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
so
make a grab
the
for Jax,
kid-
but I'm not
yeah.
confident
Yeah,
that
I feel like we all
catch
try, but he's too fast.
The
Yes.
kid is obviously from Deep View.
Yeah.
While changes have happened up on the surface, he has that kind of mishmash clothing look that a
Sorry,
lot of
I
the
need to mute.
moles wear. And you do slightly, vaguely recognize him as one of the moles. He was much younger when you were involved,
Right.
but has been involved with moles for a while. He's got bright fire engine red hair that just kind of sticks up in all directions,
Hell yeah.
almost defying gravity, but not quite. It doesn't have that kind of floaty aspect that Kiama's does. And like there are like strange marks on his face that look not necessarily like discoloration or scars, but just like random slashes of this kind of burnt umber color
Hmm.
that seem more prominent than were there when you knew him. But Jax has decided to rush forward with
Mhm.
that. So let's do contested might rolls since you are trying to catch him.
Oh,
And then we
this
will
is gonna
apparently, I'm
go
guessing, roll for initiative if
Oh,
Jax
no.
succeeds.
I
I only
am
rolled a
trained in running.
Nope. I only rolled a 6.
So that that adds 3 to you because you are trained in it.
I rolled a 13 on the die.
Yeah. I
Brings it up to
you
16.
don't even get close to your cloak. I'm like, no.
Yeah, so
damn it."
so like you know that he's about, and like you like grab the open air where he had been.
Yep.
Especially since you weren't like right next to him.
Can I try something?
Okay.
You know what? No, it's better if this happens.
It's
Go
better.
on.
Let's just let it go.
Let's, I know
Uh,
Jax has been a good boy this entire time. It's time for
Yes.
him to let loose a little.
okay, so since Jax has
I got you,
overwhelmingly
fam. I got
succeeded
you.
and is rushing forward, I'm
Mhm.
guessing to
Initiative.
do something
Yep.
initiative from everyone. So that
I assume
for
I
our
have like
players, that is a d20. If you are trained in speed
yeah.
tasks, then that would be eased by 1.
But I have a crab leg.
Yeah, so
I'm
yours
specialized.
is basically hindered.
Yeah.
Most
But it
specialized
doesn't
in
necessarily mean how fast you move,
No.
how
Mhm.
fast you walk. It's just
It's more about
where in the
reaction.
order you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, I rolled a
So-
15.
15.
I have
I'm
3.
specialized in speed defense tasks. Does that apply here?
We'll say that eases it for you by 1, so it bumps your roll up.
Lovely. Oh, that's a 4 on the die there.
Even
Okay.
that's
So,
insane.
Kiama, what
What?
did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
12.
Hey,
All right, so we
Oof.
had 2 15s, was that?
15. Yeah. I don't know if
15. Kale, what was yours?
3.
3. I thought you said
I'm
15.
I'm the
No.
So, yeah.
fastest.
3.
You are.
Oh shit! Look at me and my
Balder
crab leg. Let's
with
go.
a. Okay,
I like
and
that. I'm
then
like,
we
let's him
had
do his thing, but I'm gonna go first.
Kiama.
I always love that about initiative. It's
Yeah.
like I'm gonna attack those bitches, but also everybody else gets to go first.
You know,
And then we had.
it works because if I started to fight it, it ended pretty fast. I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
I
everybody
think
roll
no, I'm
initiative.
just gonna
Jax goes
stand here.
first. Everybody's initiative's over.
There's only 2 lancers, so
Okay.
the initiative's over.
Sweet. So Jax was yours was 6 plus 3 because of your speed stuff. So that would be
No,
a
so
9.
I got a 4. I got a 4 on the die.
Oh, so 7 in that case. And
Mhm.
then yours was a 6, Kale, or 3?
3.
3.
Just 3.
3.
Just 3.
I like that you keep trying to give Kale some boosts.
More.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
They're
no.
just so honest.
Every
like,
second.
no,
I'm-
it's
Please.
not.
I am not good with
Mistake.
numbers usually.
I'm
I had to write them down.
Higher
All right,
number.
cool. So yeah, So yeah, it goes
I'll take a 6, but
Balder.
I got 3.
Yeah, so it goes Balder, the Lancers,
All
Kiama,
of them.
guards that were still on this level because
mm,
they had
mm, mm.
escorted you. They just aren't as close, and they are hearing the commotion. Jax, and then Kale. So Balder, you
I'm just doing
are
this.
seeing, and it is past a short distance.
Fantastic.
So Jax will not reach it until the end of this round, unless something else brings him further forward. So he is essentially getting the short distance as this burst of speed initially.
Yeah.
So what are you choosing to do? There are 2 lancers that you can see,
Yeah.
and the kid. Kiama is somewhere, you're not quite sure where.
Of course.
Jax is running forward.
Yeah. And Kale is also here.
Kale
I
is
am here
there.
as well.
Kale is kind of stunned from trying to grab Jax and being like, Jax isn't there anymore.
I'm gonna continue my line of thought, which is to turn around and pretend to be an angry dad.
Oh my god.
And just be like, what is the meaning of this? Let go of my child. This fucking is wrong with you people.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to waddle towards them.
Okay. So
just
are you using an ability or are you just attempting deception?
can I use my good looks?
Your good looks?
No, I'm not using an ability.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to decept.
Okay. So roll an intellect task for
All right.
deception. It is going
I'm
to
gonna-
be a 6
I'm gonna put
because they
effort.
recognize what the kid is.
I'm gonna put true effort into this.
Okay, so that
Because I
brings
have
it
true effort.
down to a 4, so 12 or better.
So what's the thing that I have that I can re-roll things with?
You do have a cipher, yes.
Oh, cool. Can I use that?
Yes, you can.
Amazing. That's the same number.
Oh my god.
This is one of those times where you kind of wish that it was a live stream so that people could be
Yeah.
like, I'm going to
Yeah.
spend channel points.
All right. Hold on a second. Hear me out. I don't know if I can use this still. I have it written down, but I feel like this is an important moment because I don't want this kid to get in trouble. But I did say I want Jax to go off. Drama, good
I don't know if we can stop it.
decisions.
You do what you do.
So
It's a 4 on the dice.
Yeah, that is not a success.
No, I know.
To inform on your decision making,
That's fine. I
the
decided.
deception that you are attempting right now is I am this kid's father. This
Yeah.
kid is someone that should not be outside of Deep View. They recognize who he is. So that then turns you not necessarily into you are going to save the kid, but turns you into a target. So it might be good that they did not.
Oh no,
at
I already
least
decided I
believe
fail. I
this
want
at the
to
moment.
see them die.
Okay, so
As a
yeah,
player.
so like one of them does look in your direction because you're making noise and sees Jax coming.
Good.
The one
A lot
that
of people want
was
to see that.
grabbing at the kid successfully grabs hold of him by the back of his shirt and wrenches it so that it's tight and it's harder for him to swing around and kick at him, which the kid does attempt, just very, very poorly. But they are going to spend this turn essentially readying them for the fact that there's some random dude running at them while you're screaming about, what are you doing to my son? Kiama.
Yep. This is what's happening.
That brings us around to you.
Fantastic. I know my stealth was good enough to kind of get lost, but is Jack still in like short-ish range of me?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to push him forward telekinetically to make him get there a little sooner.
Oh,
You're
If that's
using the
possible.
power telekinesis for this, or
The power push. You telekinetically push a creature or object in the immediate distance. Oh, immediate distance. Never mind. I thought that was short distance.
Okay.
Immediate is way closer.
Yeah.
Never mind.
that's like in reach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. I was reading through so many things and I was like, the short one, that's the one. It was not that one. I mixed the two together.
Okay.
So in that case, I can't push him forward. I'm a little bit further away. How many guys are holding the kid right now? Is it just one or two?
You currently see 2 lancers. So these are not
Okay.
even like the city patrolmen. These
Yeah.
are the guys from the nearby city state that have been brought in and are suspiciously taking up posts with the guards.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. I'm suddenly realizing that I think I only have one thing that's short range and the rest are immediate range. She's just gonna try and like stay stealthy but sneak closer. If she
Okay.
can.
So for a turn, you can move a short distance.
Okay.
You are essentially not, because you are not doing something that makes you obvious, you don't have to re-roll stealth.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just sneaking on closer. That's it.
Yeah, so you're just kind of moving, using the distraction of Jax and Boulder to get closer.
Yes.
So that kind of places them in about a short distance from you now. So at the end of your
Okay.
turn, they now become a short distance from you.
Got it.
That brings us to Jax. You will not reach them this turn.
I beg to differ.
Yeah,
I
unless
thought
you
you might.
use something that has you
Thought you
move
might.
outside of a short distance.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna spin 3 into like points of 1 edge in this,
Uh-huh.
and you will just see a purple bolt of lightning
That's what I
crash
expected.
down on Jax as he's running, and then he'll appear beside how I want to appear, because I can go a long distance with this, and I'm assuming
Yes, you
they're
can.
within that.
Yes.
So I assume I would like to appear right in between them, in between
Okay.
the 2 guards. If they're
Okay.
close, if they're like shoulder to shoulder, I'm like right behind them in the middle. You know?
They are not shoulder to shoulder. One of them had stepped forward to grab the kid. The other one was kind of posing himself ready for the person running at him. So they're maybe 10 feet apart. You can get between them and be within immediate distance of both.
Yes, and that's what I would like to do. If I can attack, I will. But I understand that's a lot of stuff I just did.
That would essentially require you to make a speed task roll.
Sure.
Because
Go for it.
your action was a movement, but to essentially still have time to have gotten that close, you basically need to not stumble, which is what a speed task is for. So it is a
Gotcha.
difficulty of 4, so you have to roll 12 or better.
All right. Does me being specialized in this count for this at all?
It is not a speed defense.
I got
It
you.
is
Okay, cool
just a
beans.
speed task.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my
No
god.
way.
Nat 20?
That one?
Not 10?
Do I have any more reroll things left? Have
I
used
don't
them all?
believe you used any
Nat 1.
last session.
I'm gonna
I don't
use
believe you
this.
used so you have at least the one that you guys got for our New Year
Oh
anniversary
yeah, I didn't
stuff.
use
Right.
that one.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it.
Cato.
Hey,
Oh, good
No, I'm
cat.
just-
I'm using it because that was in that one, so we're not doing that.
Yep.
That's a free
But think,
intrusion.
but think about how fun that would be, though.
That is. Oh, actually, I haven't used my recovery roll thing, huh? But either way, that's fine. I won't use that one right now. I'll use that one later. But I rolled a 12 this time.
Rolled a 12. All right, so you made it. You have time to like punch maybe one of them.
That's what I do.
Okay.
That is what you do.
Fair enough.
Which one you getting?
The one that's currently going toward or grabbing the boy
Okay.
or the kid.
So he's
Um,
already got the kid in hand because their turn was in front of yours. So he's
Yeah.
got the kid in hand, and like the kid's shirt is wrenched to where it's tight around his neck to hold him in place.
I'm gonna pop hemorrhage on this.
Okay.
Ooh.
So this is one of the Lancers. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, no.
I'm going. Let me double check something here.
That Lancer's gonna die.
I'm gonna
rip in pieces.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the hemorrhage here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make sure I remember what it is.
Hemorrhage is
Two
on your next turn. It does 3 extra damage.
Yeah, it's 2 might points. Oh, wait, I guess I just spend 1 because I have 1 edge.
Yep.
Look at me, I'm cool. All right, and we're
Yeah.
rolling.
Yep. Roll to attack.
So 12 again.
Good cat.
12 does not hit.
Blurry
Good
cat.
cat.
Yeah, 12 unfortunately does not
Can I
hit.
use my recovery roll reroll?
Recovery roll reroll?
Yeah,
Can I
10
reroll
hour
my whole
recovery.
turn? That gives you
Yeah.
hit points.
I haven't used it
That
since we
gives-
last
yeah.
got our rest.
Yeah.
That gives you hit points.
I
And
just
you need
says
to take a turn
it just
for it.
says you can reroll once after each 10-hour recovery roll. If you don't like the first result, you can reroll.
I think it's
reroll it.
you can
Reroll a
reroll
die
your
of your
recovery
choice.
roll.
No,
No.
it says if you
So
reroll, you can
it's-
reroll a
it-
die of your choice.
It's part of it's part of your chaotic thing. It's not a recovery roll thing.
Oh.
It's a per long rest. Essentially, you have a reroll.
Yeah,
I believe that does give me a banked
free
intrusion
intrusion.
on you.
Yeah.
So yes,
regardless
you
of
can
the
you can
Because you're
yeah, you can make
chaotic.
you can make your attempted reroll.
Yeah, whether I
This
succeed or
is
not at this,
so-
you get a free intrusion on me. It's a cool
I feel
time.
like there's a word to describe this, but I can't think of it.
Chaotic. I rolled a
That's
19.
it.
What?
I rolled a 19.
19.
Damn.
So yes, with a 19, you definitely
yes.
hit.
Yeah.
You can either do 3 extra damage or get a minor effect.
Can a minor effect be he dies?
Nobody
I
can be
will
knocked
take-
prone or restrained or something like that.
I will take the minor
He can get
effect.
knocked back.
Yeah.
Knocked prone and restrained are more of major effects in combat.
That's true. Yeah.
I'll take a minor effect.
You'll take a minor effect.
Yeah.
So do you want him to be stunned so that his actions for the next turn are hindered? Do you want to knock him away from the kid? Do you want to cause him to let go?
Oh, yeah. Lego. Have him
Okay.
let go. The kid,
So
the kid can try to
you-
get away.
Yeah, so you
That's how
hit
they
the
get out.
shoulder in like that perfect spot to cause the hand to spasm. Because you know where to aim, you know how to fight. So your big ol' crackling with energy still punch hits right at the shoulder joint between where the armor and everything is. And his hand spasms open, causing the kid to stumble forward slightly. How much damage are you doing?
I am
All of it.
Way too
doing
much.
6. Just 6 this
6.
time.
Okay.
Just 6.
Just 6
just 6.
this time.
Yeah.
But there's going to be
Just a
3 more
heavy
later
weapon.
for this
Yeah,
guy.
3
With
more
your
will come on the
fist.
next turn.
The equivalent of a cave-in. Yeah.
Unless
I've
this
just
guy spends the next turn tending to the wound, essentially.
Mm.
You punched
And
him
this
so
is-
hard you made a wound.
Yeah, so basically, unless the guy kind of resets his shoulder and readjusts his armor, he is going to continue to suffer the concussive damage the next turn.
Howie.
Yes, so
I will not
with
finish
that, what everyone else saw was Jax is partway through the run, and then this giant bolt of bright purple lightning slams down from the sky or possibly from the ground. You don't know where the origin was. It was just this flash of purple lightning, and then beams forward to land between the two guards. So it's just this blinding flash of light that is definitely going to cause attention.
What,
And
the loudest thunder in a clear night is going to
Yeah,
draw
right?
attention?
yeah,
What?
shocking.
This is why we were
Shocking,
like,
isn't it?
how do I know if you're in trouble? I'm like, you'll know. You'll
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
You hear that? That's our
So-
signal. That's this. That's. I can hear
So
Sibell in the
that-
distance, like, oh no, Jax.
Oh, fuck.
As like initially it was just going to be 2 more guards that Balder had guiding him
Oh man, I'm gonna
the
knock out
stairs.
Ben, aren't I?
But as that intrusion, the number of people responding has now tripled.
Oh, boy.
Triple.
Level up.
That's
They
good.
will
Oh,
trickle
so there's
in.
3 of them. Okay.
Yeah, they will trickle
Cool.
in,
Cool.
but you are going to now have more enemies than just the 4 you were initially going to fight.
Hey, everybody want to be your enemy.
This is why we're warning, by the way.
Yeah.
Jack's not a restraint
But
himself.
yes, so it was like, this is not something that you've ever seen someone else do, Kiama. It is alarming.
Yeah. Also, me. I've
Kale,
never seen this happen before.
right,
That's
you were
true.
in the
That's
next
true.
room. Kale, you also have not seen Jax do this. This
Nope.
is what happened when Jax accidentally
Thunderstruck his
lightninged
girlfriend.
Sibble
Yeah.
in the chest.
Mhm. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, ee,
Yeah.
mm.
What the fuck?
So, Kale, it is now your turn after all of this.
I want to free action to go fuck.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then Kale's going to turn around, still kind of trying to keep low key on this, pull down their mask a little bit, lock eyes with the kid, and go this way.
Okay.
Like just mouth it, and then they'll nod towards where the tunnel is.
Anything else? You're just gonna stay there and talk? Or are
Yeah,
you
I'm
going to
gonna-
move forward at all?
Are you gonna tee out?
I'm going to, fade towards them, but like I'm not moving fast or drawing attention.
Okay. So we'll say that you are still more than a short distance from them in that case,
Yeah.
since you are not moving to full short distance to get to them. You do that, and the kid is understandably a little bit more distracted and stunned by
Yep.
the fact that a lightning man just appeared between 2 guards and punched one so hard that it let him go. So he's kind of coughing because he was having difficulty breathing with the clothing being wrenched around his neck, and has stumbled forward. You cannot see if he is going to react because it is not currently his turn.
That's fair.
But that does bring us around to Balder. What the fuck? Jax just turned to lightning.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the guard that he isn't punching, and I'm gonna say, "Oi, you're mine," and I'm gonna enthrall him.
Okay. So enthralled.
Yep.
All right. I
And
have
I'm
that
gonna be
marked.
like, "You saw? That was really cool. Didn't know he could do that." And I'm gonna
You're just
waddle forward.
babbling.
I want to just kind of waddle towards the
Are
guard.
you able to move while enthralling?
I think it tells me I should. Hold on. Hey, well, telling you agree with you for things you do. You can't. Oh, I can't move. No, you're right.
Yeah, you gotta just talk.
I was
And
gonna
is there
stand.
a
I'm gonna
range
stand
for
there.
it? And is there a range for it?
No, it just says, while talking, you grab and keep another creature's attention, even if the creature can't understand you. That's good to know. I didn't know they couldn't.
Yep.
I mean, everybody understands me because I have Babel, but that's a different story. For as long as you
Babel
do
isn't quite
nothing
that,
but speak, it does in my head. I decided. You can't even move. The other creature takes no actions other than to defend itself, even over multiple rounds.
yes.
So
Okay,
there's no
so
range, so long as they can
you-
hear me, I guess.
Yeah, so you are having to speak loudly because you
There's
are
thunder.
more than 50 feet away from him.
Oi!
So you're having to
You're-
project your voice. The
You're
thunder
mine.
has
I will
passed.
kill you. All right?
Yeah.
Just stand there for a little bit.
The thunder has passed, but you are having to speak loudly, so
Because
you
everybody's
can.
like,
Yeah, like it's like 60 feet away from you,
yeah.
at least. So
Mhm.
you got to project your voice. So you're also being really
Yelling.
obvious as part of this. You are yelling down the street at someone.
I feel like at this point, the element of mystery and
Surprise and
secret
mystery
has kind of
is
just
done.
gone
Yeah,
away. Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
it's done.
once thunder
done.
starts flying,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I gonna do?
Okay.
I have nothing.
Thunder.
I can talk. Okay. The fuck, it's not, if he was closer, maybe I wouldn't. But it's
Mhm.
like he's over there. Gotta get at him
Yep,
somehow.
Yep. So yeah, so that brings us to the soldiers. One is enthralled and like is just kind of staring at you, and it's this slightly glazed over look at the same time as the expression of just incredulity of
Mhm.
this guy that is not even approaching and is like less than 100 feet away, but like at
Insulting.
least 60 feet, and is just kind of been hobbling and is supporting himself with a sword,
Yep.
maybe, shouting at him about, "You're mine! I'm gonna kill you! You just stand right there!" So there's incredulity, but there's also just the effect of enthrall, just kind of
Mhm.
glazing the expression over. The soldier that you punched, Jax, uh, draws the spear from his back and swings around instead of treating himself to try and run you through with it.
Cool
So
beans.
I would like either a might to just kind of tough it out, or speed defense.
I'm specialized in this. I'm doing speed defense.
So you're dodging. All right,
My
go ahead
mag
and
tasks are
dodge.
hindered by 2. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. You go ahead and dodge. Speed defense task.
I'm quick. Ooh,
So
that's
it
an 8.
was it was a difficulty of 5. It is now a difficulty of 4 because you are trained.
Well, I rolled an 8. So
An 8.
That's not 12 or
well,
better.
I'm specialized in speed defense.
You're
tasks,
specialized, so
Yeah.
that does bring it down from a 12
which
to
is
a
still not enough.
9. So like barely missed. So like you almost dodge, and the spear just catches right across your chest and shoulder, like instead of actually lodging into you.
Mhm.
So it does not cause a hemorrhage,
Lovely.
but you do take 6 points of damage.
Oh boy.
Lovely.
Uh
My fist do as much as this guy's spear.
oh wait,
These
wait.
Lancers hit like you do.
I
No,
take
he's
5 because I got armor.
wait, has specialized in his weapon, so that's actually 7 points damage.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, I take 6 because I got armor.
I am so glad I enthralled the other guy.
The Lancers are like the special forces from this
Yep.
other this
Nothing
other
like fighting
city-state. So I
spec
told
ops.
so they're not like the toughest. There are going to be tougher Lancers, but the
Oh.
like basic Lancers
good.
are
That's good.
not
Anyway.
a pushover. They are very trained.
Oh no, what I'm also thinking is that now we have reason to be wanted in the city.
Well, we might as well learn it.
Let's just fight our way over
Um,
to Kale's place.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
that
what
good.
I
So-
was saying.
No, you were right. We should have listened to you.
With that, he resets using the butt of the spear to push himself a step back,
Mm.
and looks like he's ready to strike again. The kid continues coughing, backs up a couple of paces, like startled, and then while the Lancer's back is turned, tries to kick him.
I mean, fair.
I understand it, kid, but
So there is active
Who
murder
wants
happening.
to roll for the kid? Who wants to roll for the kid?
I'll do it when
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for the kid.
This is
Rolling-
Jax's fight. He gets to roll.
rolling
I
for
think.
kid. This kid got a 15.
Ooh.
15
So what rolled that good
barely
for you?
hits.
I know, right?
Barely hits. and because of the armor, does shit for damage.
Love.
1 damage.
He's doing 2 damage.
He's doing 2 damage. They are
Minus their
wearing
armor.
armor, so does shit for damage.
Kid's stronger than I
Yep.
am. Damn.
This
Does shit for
underfed
damage.
kid from the Undercity.
Yeah, so he
It's
so he kicks the guy like at the leg, doesn't even flinch, doesn't notice at all. It does absolutely no damage. He is focused on you, Jax, which is probably good because the kid getting speared would probably result in the kid's death.
Yeah.
Bringing us to Kiama. After witnessing Lightning Man punching the shit out of one of these Lancers, and then the kid kicking him to the result of absolutely nothing, what would you like to do?
This is so crazy.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Totally thought I unmuted myself. Thank you.
It looked like you
short
unmuted
range
yourself.
now after the
What'd you say?
after me running up. Am I in short range yet, or am I still?
You are
a
in
little bit
short
out?
range.
Okay.
You are in short range. Acting
Um,
against them in an obvious way will break your stealth.
Okay. What if the attack is mental? Would that still be obvious, or is that
That would not, because they do not know what direction it's coming from.
cool? Then I'm gonna reread this to make sure that it doesn't. It's a short range. Short range.
Yep,
short range.
Yeah.
Good, got it. I would like to use onslaught. The mental. If the attack is
Okay.
mental, you must focus your mental energy to blast the thought process of another creature within a short range.
Okay.
The mind slice inflicts 2 points of intellect damage, ignores armor. Some creatures that minds, blah blah blah. Okay, so
Okay, which one are you targeting?
the one that I saw retaliate against Jax, who I believe was the one who got punched in the first place. So
Yep.
that one.
All right, so roll to hit.
Okay. Oh, that's a 9.
9 unfortunately does not hit.
It's not.
So like it's
mhm.
basically you haven't really used this a lot. So
No,
you're
I
not
haven't.
quite sure how to focus. You've done it accidentally once or twice and been like, oh shit, what did I just do? So
Oops, yeah.
like you aren't quite able to focus enough. It's dark, there's a bunch going on. And you're trying to use an untried essentially effect in the
Mhm.
middle of all this combat. So you
Okay.
can feel that it just doesn't quite catch.
All right. From that, I think she's gonna, if she can, try and move forward a little bit more.
Okay.
Still remaining unseen, but she's gonna still try and close the distance so she's getting
You
up there.
can move approximately 10 feet unless
Okay.
you are going to roll a speed task to roll a short or to move a short distance.
No, I think she's doing so relatively cautiously at the moment.
Okay.
So she'll just take
So
the
you-
10 feet, and that's fine.
Yeah. So you basically move an immediate distance.
Okay.
So from that brings us to where the guards start showing up. Balder, you hear the clanking of people running behind you as 2 guards show up and are basically going to spend their entire move trying to get closer. So they are the same guards, Sharktooth and Ben, that here, as you are shouting about killing the other Lancer, right behind you.
I'll fucking kill you.
They do not have an attack because they are spending their entire turn moving.
Yeah, cool.
But Ben just kind of looks at you and
Uh-huh.
you? The fuck?
Yeah.
Does not
I'm-
say anything, but he does draw his sword.
Yeah. No. Cool. So what I'm gonna do, because I have the biggest of brains, is that I don't have to address the person that I am enthralling.
Mm-hmm.
It just says I have to talk.
Yep.
So I'm gonna continue talking. I'm gonna turn to Ben. I'm gonna be like, these fucking Lancers were trying to take a kid. Like they're fucking maniacs. And then whoever these people are just well, that guy actually, I don't know, there's only one person, just showed up and started attacking. And then that's gonna be my
Okay.
turn.
I would like an intellect-based interaction roll from you.
Okay, well, I have pleasant. This is not pleasant. I have deception
Okay.
and persuasion.
Okay.
I didn't technically lie, just to be clear.
Yep.
There's a 13 on the dice.
13. Okay. You do not know if it has an effect yet.
That's fine.
Jax.
This is what I do. I stand here and I talk to people.
I am going to count that as your turn when it comes back around, by the way, because you were acting out of turn. So I am
Sorry,
going
me?
to count. Yeah, because
Oh,
you
my
reacted
bad.
by that. So I'm
Sorry,
going to count that as
I
your turn when it
assumed-
comes back around to you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. I just, the way you were talking to me specifically, I thought it was my turn.
I
My
was
bad.
I was letting you know that
Oh,
there
yeah,
are
yeah.
guards that are like
Yeah.
drawn level with you.
Oh, no, it's fine. I
yeah.
trust them. They're my buddies.
Yeah. You can see more people starting to approach since you have turned to face them, though.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
I didn't turn. I can't turn.
Okay. So, Jax, that does bring us around to you.
Hello.
The guard behind you has not done shit, but the one that you punched has tried to quite literally run a spear through your chest.
He's getting swept.
Okay. So that does do him another 3 points of damage from the hemorrhage.
Yeah. Yeah. It ignores the armor too, so he just
Ignores
takes
the armor. Okay.
He just takes that 3. The extra damage it says it ignores armor.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna put shock on this. That's not going good for me. That's a 6 on the die.
Does not hit, unfortunately. You try and strike with your injured side, and he just flips his shoulder back and out of the way in the process of resetting. It's like these are fighting them, you personally believe, is one of the best ways to understand people. You've expressed this before. This is someone that has possibly been trained as long as you have.
Jax just smiles.
So you are gaining insight from this pre-established thing that Lancers aren't just someone that enrolls in, like, being a guard or a soldier. These are people that are trained from a very young age. Do you have any other actions or movements that you are going to attempt to do?
I was gonna save this, but I feel like now's as good a time as me. I'm gonna present you with a player intrusion.
Okay. Oh god, are you gonna use the fucking bear?
Oh no.
I'm gonna spend an XP to call in an old friend.
Okay.
Unmuting just to
mark
say,
the XP.
fuck yes.
Is this the you want like a bear to appear level of you are calling in an old friend, or just a convenient friend that has worked with you before?
Let me read the thing again.
Yeah.
A comrade in arms from your past shows up and expects you to provide aid in whatever you're doing. Their mission on their own can't stay longer than it takes to help out, chat for a while, and perhaps share a quick meal.
Okay.
The only people Jax has shared have been a comrade in arms with has been bears.
And some people from Deep View, but okay.
A bear.
Not making it easy on your DM. Explain why there's a bear 3 stories up in the middle of a cliff town.
Lightning strikes again. Literally. Somehow, some way, Jax reconnected with the forces of the universe, the same way that he did when he literally came back to life. Summoning a very, very confused black bear. in that strike of lightning.
Got a scar like across
Oh, God.
And there is this moment of
battle hardened.
severe confusion. Because it just appears next to you guys. I said I would allow it, so yes, you get fucking bear.
Here we
I said
are.
I would allow it. I am not gonna go back on that. You get fucking bear in the middle of a city, like purple lightning strikes, and you've got a fucking black bear. Like with the time, with how long we've been going with the time, I was tempted to be like, yeah, this is actually why Sibell reappears. But you know what? I made a promise. I made a fucking promise, and you get a fucking bear.
You're
This
the
is your
best.
only time. This is your only time that you get a lightning bear.
Lovely.
But yeah,
I just
so
go, Phillip, help me out here.
so you will act on your
Is
next
the
turn.
bear constipated or like what's going on?
It's the best bear sound you're gonna get from me, dude.
Listen, yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It sounds like a bear. Just so what's happening to the bear? That's enough for the debate.
This is
Hey,
battle hardened bear.
We
It's
will
lovely.
call this the last turn this session because we have been going for a while, and we will pick up in combat potentially with Sibell having not gotten very far
Ooh.
and
Before
having
all
to
hell
like,
breaks loose.
holy shit, like a level or two down. I know that lightning. But yes, so Kale, your turn, please.
Right. I think Kale is still working their way through the crowd towards the chaos that is happening. But in the meantime, Pico is woken sort of on their pack, and Kale's gonna be like, "Go, lead the kid out." And Pico will scrabble down through the crowd towards the kid and like nip at his ankles.
Okay.
This way. And
All
run
right.
back towards where Kale is coming to help.
So
Maybe.
the kid kind of flinches and looks down at this living metal small dragon thing that is running toward him because Pico can also only move a short distance.
It's true.
So Pico can't quite get there.
Yeah.
And like when it does eventually get there, he will like flinch away. Like, what the fuck is that? So we will see on the next round if the kid reacts to Pico in the way that you are wanting.
Yep. Or tries to kick a teapot.
Yeah, but we will come back mid-combat next time at the top of the round with Balder having tried to convince Ben and the other guard
Jerry.
that, like, Ben and
Yes.
Jerry. No,
Yes.
because we don't like Ben and Jerry's anymore.
That's
Fairy.
But Ben and
Later.
Sharky.
Freddy. Shark Boy. Let's go.
Yeah, Ben and Shark Boy. That okay, like these lancers were attacking a kid next round.
I mean, it's not. It's what's happening.
But yes, so we will come to that next time on Empyrean Rising. Thank you guys so much for the complete chaos. You and your fucking bear. You and your fucking bear.
Phillip.
Yeah.
My old friend.
Phillip.
Yeah. But yes, so
The true love of Jax's life.
I'm gonna give him a bear hug.
If they go out to eat, it'll only eat the bare necessities.
Amazing.
okay.
Are you sure you're not hungry? You barely touched your food.
Yeah. Listen, I know we haven't talked in a while, but why the long pause? Well, a big pause would have been more accurate. They're not really that long. So
Oh, I mean, regardless of what happens, this fight's going to be grisly. So
God, you guys are horrible.
I don't know if I'll be
You
able
guys
to
are
bear it,
horrible.
honestly.
Oh boy.
Oh my fucking God. You guys are horrible. You're terrible. I love you guys.
Listen, I'm gonna bear it all out for you. You ready?
It
There
could
it
be
is.
a
Alright, well,
wait. Hold
I am
on. It
going
could be a
to
polarizing statement.
I'm
This
going to
polar
bare my
bears.
soul and say that we do have to end the session, though.
No,
No,
we barely
thank
been
you.
playing.
I
Oh.
know, I know. But we will come back to this and combat next time, where I believe that Maggie will be back and potentially
Hell
Sibble
yeah.
going, I didn't even leave you guys for an entire day. Because that's what I would be saying, at least.
Not even an hour.
she
Yeah,
went,
to
she
be
did her
fair-
business, she was on her way back, and now she's like, oh,
Like,
for fuck's sakes.
it was for like the majority of the afternoon. So
Yeah.
To be
Sybil had the
fair,
entirety of the majority of the afternoon to try and get away from you guys, and then fucking purple lightning.
Sibble would not be against us defending a child.
No,
It's fair.
Sybil also is not super fond of the Lancers either, but nevertheless,
A-Lab.
like,
Also, if Sybil has left and does not expect Jax to fight something, she hasn't been with the group long enough.
True.
So
Also, I feel like we've
turned
held
her
them
back
back
for 10 minutes.
so long. Like
yeah.
it's
like,
been too long.
Yeah.
Like
So many
it was
times she's
about
wanted to
time.
punch people.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
just find it amusing that Maggie's going to come back to somehow Jax has summoned a bear.
I really hope Maggie doesn't see the session until we're already.
Oh my god, yes.
The next
You know
session.
that they won't. They didn't even watch the
Oh,
session
God.
where like they were missing for the last fight against the guards.
Maggie will
Yeah,
come back like that
every
once.
single
in
time.
eternity.
Every time
Every
Maggie leaves, you guys end up fighting fucking guards. Anyway,
They deserve it.
I am Evie the Disaster GM. I have, as you can tell, a very disastrous and chaotic group here with me that I love so very much. Let's go in reverse order this time with Joel. Can you tell us who you are, what you play, and where we can find you?
Hello, I am the non-sponsored voice of, well, and also face of Joel, who played Balder, Mistforge today. That's who I am, and that's what I played. As for where you can find me here whenever this goes up.
Because you are now a...
Oh, we're saying okay. Yeah, hi. I am part of the staff here as well.
Yeah.
I was just saying that because I'm a player, but also,
Yeah.
I'm a staff here. Yeah. Also, by the time this goes up, just to get my promo stuff out of the way. By the time this goes up, which is when the support guys general strike is going to be over, the Find Out Squad is also going to be back. Me and Extel have a YouTube channel where we fuck around and find out. We last time we said we were going to show you the librarians, but then we couldn't because this happened. Like the general strike happened. I promise it's worth the. It's a Metro. We're doing Metro 2033, which is a very scary game. We're also doing Kingdom New Lands. No, Two Crowns. We're doing Sniper Elite 4. It's super fun. And then beyond that, that's it. I'm here. My staff. Very happy about it too. Good stuff.
Very, very welcome. Our wonderful guests.
Hello, I am Foozca. I had the joy of playing Kiama and realizing how many things are short range or immediate range in my combat stuff. No, but this was super fun, and I'm looking forward to hopping back into it next time as well. But you can, when I'm not guest starring here, you can find me on my Twitch channel with my friends and family. It's just Foozca at Twitch, and we have our long-running series on Friday and Saturday, although our Friday Legacy is ending very soon, and we just had a PC death 2 days ago. So we have fully lost someone in the final fight, and we're not done. So it's going to be very interesting. And then Thursday, we're coming back with Awakenings, the short series that I conned Evie into being in, where everyone's dead. So first episode was me killing everyone, and now we're in the afterlife.
I watched that first episode. It was so fucking good.
Oh, thank you. It was so much
Amazing
fun.
GM and amazing table.
Thank you. I know this cast is incredible. I'm very excited. But that's me.
Yes, very cool. Yeah, Foos is a great GM. They always have amazing stories and games over on the Foozca channel. You should totally check them out. If you are watching on Twitch, there will be links in chat of me going, "Hey, go follow these people." If you are watching on YouTube, check the description for where you can find all of our various people. Next is our other shiny new staff member, Estelle.
No, thank you, thank you. You can calm down the applause. It's not needed. Trust me.
Beautiful,
Um,
beautiful.
but continue. It's okay. Yeah. Hi everybody. I'm Extel. I am also a new staff member here at Alter Echo Archives. Witness me for we shall do some cool stuff. You can catch me here. It's not permanently, but on this specific thing, every other Sunday, as Jax, the chaotic warrior who needs no weapons, who I've been waiting to get some warrior ring done. And we got to see Phillip, my bear friend.
Your bear friend, like your best friend, but your bear
Yeah.
one.
He's your
But-
bear
but
bro.
bear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Barely there's all right.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Dude, I
So bad.
support you
Bear
in every
brothers.
other way, but not
Their
there.
brothers in arms.
I
like that he
I
abandoned
know
his
I said I
own
had your
thing.
back no matter what, but not that.
That was bad.
I
But it's okay.
understand
It's
it.
okay,
I
though.
understand
It's
if
okay.
you don't want to now, but you can follow me at Extra
Listen, everybody
on all
else.
socials. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Don't judge Excel on that horrible attempt at bear puns and stuff.
I know you can't bear it.
He is also an amazing GM, especially in Vampire and World of Darkness. You can find
In Bear
him
the
on, I
Fussening.
believe it's Start Playing.
Oh yeah, Start Playing Games. I actually just ran my first session for Start Playing this past Thursday, which
Very
was
cool.
a great time as a one shot. So yeah,
Very
you can
cool.
find me on there. So it's
Yeah.
play Vampire or Cypher. Actually, I have a game for that too.
Yeah, so definitely check it out.
Pay him. He
They've got
deserves it.
some
He's great.
amazing players and GMs at the table right now, so it's awesome. And then last but certainly not least, our beautiful artist, Alina. I almost said
Yo.
your character name,
That's
Alina.
fine. I'm also Kale.
Yeah.
Deep down inside. I'm very nervous and full of tea, so it's the same thing. Anyway, I am Alina Pete. You can find me online at alinapete.com or at my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/WhereGeekComics with an S. I play D&D there every other Friday. It's a really, really silly game where we are heroes who climbed straight out of the trash heap with a bunch of webcomic artists. And then I stream every Tuesday where I do a drawing stream where my friend Kel and I just draw comics and chat. So come check us out. That's where
I was also there, and it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
Very
time. I
cool.
was hanging out as well. It was
I
wonderful.
was so
you-
happy to see all of y'all. I was like, oh my
Make the
god.
announcements. The announcements. Make the announcements so that we know when you stream, so that we're reminded.
Yes.
Stop
Yes.
forgetting that. But yes, so with that, you can come and hang out with us in our Discord. Link will also be in the description and in the Twitch chat for if you wanted to come hang out with us, chat, talk about the sessions, and maybe see like notifications of when we or our friends might be going live with a variety of things in a variety of places.
We post so many memes and gifs.
We also
Hard to defend, really.
I also have plans now that I am staff to
Cool.
implement some community nights where we get to hang out, play some games, hang
Hey,
out,
awesome.
just kind of
Yeah.
chill,
Rad.
have fun. Maybe some
Yeah.
Jackbox, some Among Us. Who knows? There's a lot of possibilities there now.
Yeah, we are making strides of progression forward to kind of expand the community and do new and fun things, especially
Hell
with
yeah.
staff on board assisting with stuff. So it will definitely be fun. You should totally come join us and just kind of chat about things with us even. But yeah, so we will definitely see you next time if we don't see you there.
Boys are mugging.
We're voguing.
Boys are
I
mugging.
love them.
They're
I
voguing and
just
mugging.
love them. I love them. I love them so much. But yes, so we will catch you next time. And
Sibell.
you guys have a absolutely fantastic evening. Bye.
Bye.